Yeah. 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 Your vet in the dark, same hoodie, same grin. 4:30 on the dot, he's already tuning in. Claude on the screen, ideas hit quick. 2 exits in the bag, that's a serious trick. Pep tech at the desk, he don't need a warm up. 5 a.m. sharp and he's building from the ground up. Kodak's in the lane, he's moving like smoke. Turn a rough little sketch to a product that floats. They don't sleep late, they don't chase the hype. They make the whole room shift before the sun gets bright. One name on the cap, one name on the file. When they step in the build, everybody feels the style. Early birds, no break. Hands on code, no fake. Quiet room, big play. They lock in for days. Vibe boys, give that pep tech. Vibe boys, build it up, then deploy. Vibe boys, 4 to 6, they're on point, boys. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep, they want more noise. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep and they want more noise. Dev bag got the scars from the first 2 deals. Knows what a clean exit and a sharp turn feels. He's past the talk, he's about that proof. Got the boardroom calm with the startup truth. Pep tech writes fast and he writes it clean. Cuts 10 bad paths just to keep the team lean. Clock for the thinking, Codex for the grind. They split the load and still stay aligned. Coffee? Nah. They already past phase. Got a sunrise hustle in the half-lit haze. When the world comes online, they're already ahead. 2 chairs, 2 screens, and a million steps red. Early birds, no break. Hands on code, no fake. Quiet room, big play. Stay locked in for days. Vibe boys, dip that pep tech. Vibe boys, he'll build it up, then deploy. Vibe boys, 4 to 6, they're on point, boys. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep, and they want more noise. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep, and they want more noise. From the first light to the first merge, they turn raw ideas to a live product surge. One's got the exits, one's got the spark. Together they're a shot of gold in the dark. Vibe boys, them pep tech. Vibe boys, build it up, then deploy. Vibe boys, 4 to 6, they're on point, boys. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep, and they want more noise. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep, and they want more noise.
Good morning. What a day. Happy Friday. We got 5-6 Soul official. We've been playing with it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's actually it's new. I'm telling you, it's 5-6. If we thought the voice dictation stuff yesterday was cool on stream, oh man, get ready. I mean, it's like the computer use stuff is very, very good. Akira, good morning. Just for you. We've been having a lot of fun with 5-6. What's up, Kira? What's up, dude? I'm feeling really good. Brent's getting ready. He'll be on in like 20 minutes. Sorry, like 10 minutes or so. Okay. I know there's skepticism around kind of computer use and has access to computer. It is probably like 5 times better than it was. Premier, good morning. It is very good. It kind of got a little faster with 5.5. It's very good, guys. It's very good. I'm having it like take over Unity sessions. I'm having it take over browser tab for testing. Yeah, we got the gang started, man. Brent's gonna be here in like 10 minutes. The gang's all coming together. Here's what I recommend. It's because you're guaranteed resets over the next 24 hours. I just said this like 3 hours ago. Try out 5.6. Try run on high on Soul or whatever. Throw your strongest task at it and just see how it goes. Hey, I'm Benjamin. Good morning, man. How are you? What's going on? Akira already used 2 of my resets in Soul Ultra. What tier are you on, out of curiosity? Even if it's for a month, even if it's for, oh, Talented, what's up, dude? Man, we got everyone. We got everyone. I'm supposed to be Talented. How you doing, man? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Talented, what are your thoughts on Soul? Woo. Get ready. Computer use is very good. Computer use is excellent. I've had 3 weekly resets in less than a week. It's so pog. Dude, I have banked 4 resets. Check this out. 4 resets I've banked for this exact reason. But anyway, my original point, I think, what did he say exactly? He said that, where is he? Where's Tebow? Tebow X. Here, I'm just going to pull it up. You'll get it from the source. Right from the source, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. So if you haven't tried it, where the resets limited, so be reset twice. They'll be reset twice over 24 hours. So give that a shot. Try it out. If you haven't really been using Codex a lot, or 5.6 or any AI tools, here's what I'd recommend. Throw your hardest task at it, and the same goes for Fable too. Fable 5.6, try them both. I was actually on an X Live yesterday, and someone basically made, and this would be a fun thing for stream, but we're not getting distracted because we're pursuing MRR relentlessly. But somebody made basically like, here's what Fable made on the left hand side, here's what 5.6 made on the right hand side, and the whole kind of thing I think people were not really happy with originally, and myself included, was 5.5 wasn't very good at front end design. 5.6 was better at front end design than Fable. I'll try to find that live if I can. I don't even know how to find live. I don't even know if they're saved or archived, but yeah, it was. There's kind of this thing with like Claude. I'm sure you guys were aware. Like when you have a vibe coded site, it uses like a lot of purples and stuff. I guess 5.6 sort of uses like a lot of earthy green colors people have been seeing for front end design. And the AI slop is slowly disappearing, I will say. It's slowly disappearing. It's becoming very good at front end design too, which is a lot of my kind of aversion to it. Not aversion, but just like I knew I had to do a lot more work initially. But now you have the ability to use image gen with it. So yeah, give it a shot. Try both. That's what I'm trying both as well, and that'd be a fun thing to do off stream. I'm just gonna throw a really hard task at it. Maybe make a landing page. Say, hey, you're allocated to left. You're allocated to right. Yeah, the GPT live stuff. I didn't think this was gonna come so fast. So yeah, GPT. So this is all Codex stuff, and then if you switch to work, again, I think it's kind of a bad name for it. People don't like that they split like this. I think it's awesome. I think it makes a lot of sense. I think my problem always is I started slipping on ChatGPT, and now I got to get it into Codex, right, or vice versa. Now it's just all the same thing, which I like a lot. I don't know if it knows. I'm assuming it's kind of cross, right? But for example, I was almost expecting like all of my. Oh, let's see. I don't remember if I don't know if I'm gonna start to see Codex tasks in ChatGPT and vice versa, but anyway, yeah, I think the merger was a really good idea, and they said they were gonna do that. I just didn't think it would come this Thursday. Hey, my Dresh, good morning, man. How are you? But Thursday we also got big news. Dude, all right, we got to pull it up. We got to pull it up. Dude. We got it. We just got to. We got the Zuck. I can't wait for Brent to react to this. I'm good there, actually. I'm very good. Having a good day so far. Having a good Friday. Excited about all these AI tools. Mark Zuckerberg on X, ladies and gentlemen. Muse Spark. So Meta is now in the space too, guys. Meta is in the space. Don't sleep on Zuck. Don't sleep on Elon. They just announced for something as well yesterday. Yesterday was a huge launch day, and I've got to think everyone is like kind of, hey guys, did you hear that they're launching this? Hey guys, did you hear that 5.6 is launching on Thursday? We got to make sure that we launch all of our tools too. I guarantee that like people talk, right? People must talk. So yeah, there's a lot of big news yesterday. A lot of extremely big news. Very cool. Yeah, it's cool to see Meta in the space now. Now the only problem is I'm sure Meta's tools are great and X tools and Grok is excellent, right? But like I am just so I have so much utility in Codex. This might be a crazy take. This might be a crazy take, but even if the model wasn't as good, I still have a really hard time switching off Codex because of how much utility there is there. Like I was getting exceptional results on 5.5. So it would take me a lot to go to something like MuseSpark or even Grok, even with better models because the Codex utility. And it's unfortunate timing too, because like this benchmark from MuseSpark was against 5.5 X high, and then 5.6 came out obviously, and now 5.6 isn't even pictured on this table, but it's really better than MuseSpark, I think at least. I'm not sure. I'm assuming it is. So yeah, fun day. Zuck coming to competition's website to advertise. Thursday the new hot data lines. They definitely are. Hey Duresh, yeah, dude, let's take a look. Portfolio, freelancing project. One second, Duresh. Let me just make sure that I still have this going. Give me one sec, because I gotta get started on another prompt here quick. Hey Chibis, good morning. One second, Duresh. I will take a look at that. Just give me a sec. I gotta make sure this went through. All right, we got a new post composer. Okay. And now I got to do one user experience thing because it's driving me nuts because I can't tell when things are happening on the app. So give me one sec, guys. All right, let's see. And Darius will take a look at that. Let me flip my secret screen up quick because I have something. All right, we're going to start just throwing stuff at 5.6, guys, and see how it does. I just have to get that other because I was kind of embedded in my notes here. So let's see. All right, we're doing 5.6. All right, let me flip back. Oops. Okay. So 5.6. If you're wondering what you should use, the frontier model is 5.6 Sol. I kind of did some research and I was looking at yeah, Elon's reply. I saw that too. So they say like the effort, it's somewhere between like medium and high on 5.6 Sol for 5.5 extra high. I've been using ultra, but it takes extremely long, like like very long, even on fast mode. For really hard tasks, yes, absolutely 5.6 Sol ultra fast. But this is just like a UI thing, so I've been using high and I'm getting good results. Extra high if it doesn't do it in like the first shot. But I've been doing high by default. And then yeah, ultra just takes way too long basically. So we're gonna default to high. Yeah, I actually haven't had that big of a token issue either, Akira, on 5.6 Sol Ultra. Token count actually surprised me. Like again, like I'm kind of shocked that it's not like just completely destroying my tokens. But how's your speed been? For me, I gave it like several different tasks yesterday, and it just takes forever. So I know we don't I want to be cognizant of time on the stream too. But we're gonna try 5.6 high and see what that does. We're on plane mode, and all right, we gotta update the modal experience in the notifications because it takes too long. Okay, it's like Fable takes longer than usual. Okay, token constrained. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's take a look at this, Duresh, if you're here. All right, so this is your portfolio site, you said, right? 2 resets. Damn, dude. Yeah, you are ripping, man. You're ripping. All right, Duresh, take a look here. Portfolio site. Okay. redesigning SaaS platforms. So you're primary product designer. Okay, cool. Just one thing off the bat, I probably would just put one thing here. Like I'm seeing two, and it's just like I don't know. To me, off the bat, it's kind of. I'm sure you've seen Duresh, like the kind of interactive little like you can click around and stuff. Maybe kind of do that. That's always an interesting thing to do here. Oh, just because I always shout them out. Here's a good example of that. Climax.so. It's like a live interactive sort of here's the actual app before you do it. Just an idea. But if you don't do that, at least give me a kind of preview of what it does here. Shout out Talented as well. Here's another one. You know, just give me like a full screen kind of preview here. Then that'd be more useful. Because right to me, this isn't adding a lot of value. Trusted by founders and teams. Allow me to click on these people. Always backlink your 5 stars. I'm sure it's there. These links don't work. Clutch, Upwork, Fiverr, none of those work. Make those work or remove them. This isn't adding a lot of value either. Remove this. Just tell me what you do. Design products. Okay, cool. Churn half. If you have a way to validate these somehow, like a Google review or something, again, just like the more validation and so forth you can do. Set the clients, link out to these, click on them. Folder cart, case study. Okay, this is good. You should have this front and center. Even worth probably making this a full width item on your page. Remove this big diagram. Just describe it in plain text. Too much to scroll through. Remove this big diagram too. Just describe it to me in plain text. Use text more. Don't use image gen for everything or images for everything because SEO has a harder time understanding it. I actually don't know if LLMs, I'm assuming they understand it too. This needs to be probably half as long. And show me a video. Show me a video what you did. It's really text heavy or really image heavy. We need more text. What you offer. Okay, that's all good. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, get this case study up in front. Allow me to click on all these. Broken link here. You got to be able to click on all those. Make this 3 steps instead of 4. Think about how you do that. FAQ, that's fine. Cal embedded, I like that. What happens when I book a free call and just goes to Cal? Okay. So yeah. If you're watching Duresh, hopefully that's useful. Also, tell me a little bit more about you. What's your story? Who are you? And then how much do you cost? I don't see nothing about pricing here. So give me those up front. It might be a controversial take to show your pricing up front, but we're in a world where there's a lot of people competing. My take is, you know, maybe you have great services, but if I got to call you to figure out how much you cost, some people like that strategy. I don't personally. How much do you cost? What work have you done? Who are you? Hope that helps. All right. Okay, so we're updating notifications on launch loop. Let me see. Is Brent on yet? Brent's still taking care of dog duties. You're welcome. All right. Just for you, Akira. We are trying to figure out freaking alignments in Unity for character models. And it is such a pain in the ass to do. Right elbow hint offset. All right, let's see. Negative 0.29. Negative 0.29. Negative 0.21. Negative 0.21 and negative 0.4. Nah, this is such a pain. I hate this stupid. I hate character modeling. I hate it. Adjusting. Yeah, Elon's comment. Jinx. That's grade A. It's top tier. All right, right elbow. So if I move this in the moving this in the X tier still does not update this. Moving the elbow The X tier still does not move this around. Move this for the player. Move this for the model. Should I be... Alright, Brent just got on. Let's see. Should I be adjusting another... Nah, screw it. Screw it. Just, at this point, it's good enough. Good enough. Better than what it was. Option for adjustments. Can you now load my main scene so we can test the overall game? All right, stand by, Kira. We got a bunch of stuff done. Let's first get Brent going. All right, let's get this going. And then we're going to knock on Brent. Gotta get the Spotify going. Bring me the Horizon insert of the day. Oops. All right, let's see. Yo, good morning, dude.
Yo, what up, man?
All right, man.
Oh, we're good over here, dude. How you doing?
Good. Hang on one second. The video is not on for some reason. There we go. Can you see me now?
Oh yeah, we're live and loaded, baby.
Perfect, dude. Dude, how was a birthday party yesterday?
Dude, it was great. It was one of several.
Nice,
This
nice.
is just a small family one. Then tomorrow we've got honestly a pretty epic lineup. We've got just bowling with like friends, and then everyone's going to a monster truck show.
Oh, nice,
So
dude.
that's gonna be epic. Yeah, my wife likes to do multi-part events, so it's gonna be a weekend for children. Let me tell you.
There's no better way to do it, dude. I love that, man. Awesome, dude. It sounds like you're gonna have a lot of fun weekend, dude.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to monster truck shows as a kid?
Not like formally.
I remember like one. I'm just curious.
They were at the like state fair. I remember.
Dude, I thought that was the coolest thing. There was this big green monster truck. I'll never forget it. It was like the coolest thing ever to me. That's sick, dude.
Yeah, man. So, but I also was able to lock in. I sent you the work yesterday.
Yeah, dude.
I'm trying to get it actually deployed. I have to put my environment variable out there, which is absolutely fine. So that's what I'm working on right now. Just so basically where I'm at is I have integrations working with both X and GitHub, and you can run their summary and their day-to-day update through a job, which also is kicked off once a day via a cron job. So even if they're not, well, we don't have like webhooks hooked up yet, so it's just automatically over time, which might be fine for the record. I don't know how real time we have to be. We'll figure that out. But then you could take those and then put them into both your voice and your product MD files.
Yep, perfect.
So in theory, it works. Nothing has been vetted, like quality wise, but the components are in place. So now my mission for today is how do I guarantee the quality and direction that these MD files are going? So when you actually look at the voice MD file and you look at the product MD file, it's getting us where the person wants to go, and it's not just giving us some random AI summary.
Yeah. I like it, dude. Yeah, I will say what you sent me yesterday was very good. Like I knew you're gonna get there, and I know you've been cooking on this, but that was Excellent. That was really good, and I think that was a huge step forward. Um,
Awesome.
Curious today, do you want to try to hook up, and if you want to wait till next week, you can. I'm just out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Do we want to
Sure.
try to hook up any of your job stuff basically to the post stuff today? Like, because I could make that like my sole focus for today and just be like, all right, if we, I guess I just need to understand as we have these jobs coming in and we're parsing the commits, how that should basically help to inform the posts. Like if we just, even if it's like one test post in the
All
content
right.
library or something, unless you feel like you have a little more tie up. I'm just wondering if you want to maybe take a crack at that today or not. What are your thoughts?
Take a look at my stream, and I'll show
Yep.
you. The answer is yes.
Let
The
me
answer is
pull
yes.
yours up.
And the quality's not going to be great at first.
That's fine. Yeah.
The quality's going to be okay. And we're going. Sorry, I'm just resizing Windows. We are going to, but you work on that and get the bones in place.
Okay. All
So
right.
look, where are we? Okay, channels. Let me orient myself. The menu changed, which is good, and you showed me that. Okay, so one thing out the gates, by the way, I'm just always
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
while we're looking. Um,
Feedback on anything.
this isn't valuable anymore. Like GitHub not connected or
Just remove
because
that.
now, yeah, because that's what I believe
Yeah,
is
I
an
agree.
artifact of V1 where we used to tie a Git repo to
Mm-hmm.
the project.
Yep. Let
So
me write this
anyway,
down quick because I'm just gonna document everything.
perfect.
So yeah, remove GitHub not connected
Oh, this is
from.
nice though. I'm liking this.
All right, pop back over. Yeah, dude.
I love this. I
Wait till you
love
see
the
the new post
overview.
composer. The new post composer. I got some. Hang on, wait. Where did my browser tab go? What the hell? Where'd it go? Oh wait, okay, I'm back. All right, I'm
By the
back.
way, what up, chat? Let's say what up to the chat quick. Talented, how we doing? Durgish, how we doing? Zulit, God, yeah, can't be rubbing the eye, which I've been doing for like a full day, which is why I'm at where I'm at. Yeah, what else? Of course, we got Akira with the dude, the new album, which I probably won't even put on directly. If someone cues it, obviously we'll rock it, but that's the type of thing where you got to sit down and listen to it. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, just saying what up to the chat, you guys. We're locking in. We have everything we need to make this app work. We are so close to victory. And then Pep, for you, I have shorter stream incoming. What? Uh, what up, Trano? Pep, I have yeah, so I'm gonna start doing the dog fooding like you're saying. I'm choosing the drawing app for my kid because it's
Perfect.
simple, it's obvious of what it does, and I think it's a great opportunity. And I have done nothing, no marketing, no socials, no
Yeah,
nothing.
excellent,
So
excellent.
I'm gonna see what it feels like to truly vibe code something and use this as the sole solution for for marketing and see
Perfect,
how
dude.
it feels.
Yep. Perfect.
So
And then at some point too, like we'll use. I mean, we probably can now, right? But we even use try launch loop. But
mhm,
yeah, basically any apps. Like if I'm doing this like farmers market thing with another friend, who I think is
mhm.
supposed to start locking in with us, but I don't know if he is yet. But yeah, I'd say we just start throwing as many apps as we can. And obviously, try launch loop is the main one, right? But I think we got to start using other apps. And yeah, dude, I like the
Beautiful.
strategy. We'll just start dogfooding it. One thing I'd encourage you to do as well, and I'm saying this to myself too, and I probably said it before. Basically, for
Uh
any tweet that goes out on your personal X, just start using Loop
mhm.
before. And in fact, I just created like a Jesse personal X org, and then or I just have my Jesse org, and then it's just like my personal X as a project. So just start using the app,
Uh-huh.
just start like posting, like give me feedback on like the actual content library, content schedule, things that are working, things that aren't. Because I will say the one thing that and on X you can schedule posts, but there's no notion of like a content calendar. So dude, even if it's just like a stupid like one-off meme thing, I mean our platform's gonna account for that. So I'd say
Yeah.
just start thinking about that and like start doing it. And again, I'm saying it to myself more than anything too, because I gotta start doing that as well.
Side note, God, we sidetracked already so far from what I was trying to show you, but
It's all
a
right.
lot to talk about. So yeah, so I just added this API key and redeployed. In fact, if we go to, well, we'll test it in a minute. It'll either work or it won't. Um, but this is the app we're using at the moment, just because X's APIs are bonkers costs. Like I've seriously never seen costs so
Yeah.
expensive, dude. I don't know what is up with that, man. With their AI costs, with like their slowness to AI, with their you got to pay a membership to even be a member, which actually is fine. And just those 200 a month for minimum,
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
like it was crazy.
That's the
So I
minimum
don't know.
tier?
Yeah, that's the base tier
Crazy.
to be able to use an API to read someone's account.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I get why they do
all
it,
that
but
to say, I wonder if this thing is purely reading, or if you can post and schedule through. So it might be more economic to use this API as the sole X API. I guess is my point.
okay. No, yeah.
But we'll check that out down the road.
Yeah, can you send that either like just text it to me quick over iMessage or whatever? I do want to take a
Yeah.
look into that. Like I guess right now tweeting is about like a cent per tweet. So I'd be surprised if they can
Mm,
somehow like I mean, well, they obviously made it cheaper for the read only stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah, I'll take a look into that, and I'm sure there's documentation somewhere. And if a tweet can go out for maybe like a fraction of a cent instead, I'm up for it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just I
yeah.
do wonder if it's just like a read only thing.
I think it's kind of looking read only.
Is there any post requests you see
Oh no,
there?
look,
Okay, no,
like
cool.
tweet, unlike tweet, retweet, unfollow,
Oh, nice.
follow,
Can you go to just like
back
what is it?
online.
Post, create reply tweet v2. I'm just curious how much that costs.
Did you see that?
Yeah, the second one there, create slash reply tweet v2. It's the second thing under login. I'm just curious if they have a cost here somewhere. That's what I'm interested in.
Thousands of a cent per call.
All right, we're using that. That is way cheaper. That is way, dude. It's isn't it
There
crazy?
you
It's about
go.
a cent per call. It's about one
Wait,
cent per tweet.
trial. I don't know what this means.
Okay.
Trial operation. So, but it might be half of that or twice as much, which is still cheap. I don't know. So
Yeah. No, dude,
so
I'll
it's
take a
definitely
look at
worth
that
diving into. It's
for
literally,
sure.
yeah, good for them for having their AI generated docs.
Yeah.
So all right, check it out.
Cool.
Guys, the overview is sick. I love a good like dashboard, like a landing page. Like, where am I at? What's our status? How healthy are we?
This
That was
needs
something I
work, by
really
the way.
tried to.
This
I really
overview page.
but yeah, and that's fine. We don't even have enough information to know what's meaningful here yet. But the just seeing it like excites me, because imagine when this comes to life, dude. And one thing that check this out. Let me think of what Trade Zella, yes. Watch this. Trade Zella.
Keep
This is
losing my.
something I
Sorry, one second. I just lost my
dashboard.
tab. I don't know. I keep losing my Chrome for some reason. One second.
I just want to show. This is just a generic
There you go.
dashboard, but dude, it's so sweet. I want to try to find dude. This app is so locked down, you can't even like trial it. This is the one that you were like, oh yeah, but they have the money to do that. Um, I'm trying to find like a photo of it though, because the landing page just seems, oh my god, whatever. The landing page was, their dashboard seemed really sleek and informative.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get there. Let's not go down this rabbit hole though. I'm just gonna keep moving. What I'm trying to show you is, look, we have connections,
Yep.
because you were asking, should I focus today on getting your generated information into the content? And the answer is yes. So watch, we connect the source. I'm curious if this works. Let's just try. Is your username just your first last name?
Yeah.
SK. Did I spell it right?
Yep. You got it.
PEPLINSKI.
Yep. It's tough
Beautiful.
spell.
All
You
right,
got
so
it.
I'm just nailed it. All right.
All
Don't
right.
know
We're
if this is
looking.
gonna work, guys. This is the first time. Yep.
See.
Okay. It needs to
Oh,
I
it
need
needs
the
the
API
API
key,
key. Yep. Just tell
which
AI
I
to do it.
have. which I put out there, but I'm wondering if it needs to be in convex again.
Check both.
But anyway,
Check if you need it in both Vercel and or convex. I've ideally you just set at one place, so whatever service needs it. But
yo, what up, Premiere? Up new landing page. Clean,
check it
dude.
out.
I love how clean it is.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Very, very tasteful is the word I'll use. Nice work, dude. All right, so check it out. I'm gonna select my repo. So we'll have an integration. Notice now it takes you right to the integration.
Yep.
It's not like randomly taking to that post page. Look, we have a job running. I don't know if you saw this notifications.
Yeah.
So now we have a notification system. We
Yep.
don't actually have any So there's several types of notifications. Failed. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. That's interesting. We got it. We have a fail. We'll look into that. That's interesting.
50. What
A
is a 502?
502. I don't know. Zulit, what's a 502?
What is a 502? We should know that.
But check this out, dude. We have so for notifications, we have the concept of real time. What is real time? It's called an SSE, a server sent event. And it's a Next.js feature. It's kind of like a WebSocket, but it is one way from server to client. So it literally is tracking if you are a logged in user, and if an event just happened that is that has a notification that has a real time notification element attribute to it.
Mhm.
So if that's the case, boom, it's set. It doesn't give you one here. This is a database notification. It gives you a real time, which is just a little pop up. Then there's a database notification. Then you can have an email notification. You can have a push notification. You can have an SMS notification. So it's a centralized notification system where you create notifications and you tag where they go. Does that make sense?
Yeah, got it. Dude,
cool. So when these things happen, they don't warrant, in my opinion, filling up your database, but you will get it real time. We got the real time error. That's fine. I'm gonna try to run it again because that's lame.
And then try running again, and then when you're ready, I want to show you kind of what I did for the content library and content schedule, and just because it made me think of for notifications. I don't know how often people are going to use this, but like for as you can see, like the left sidebar changed, yesterday. I got all that stuff out. There's still some legacy post V1 stuff in there because it's used on a couple places on the site. So eventually I'll get that kind of fully gutted, but for now it's kind of just hidden. But for notifications,
look.
Oh, perfect, dude, perfect. All right, continue.
Real time node up there.
Nice.
Sorry. Keep going. I just want to show you it worked.
The one thing for notifications right now that I feed into is whenever you have, say, a team where, and you and I should start doing this too. Basically, when we get real content generated, we can comment on a post. And so I can tag you and say, "Hey, Brent, what do you think of this post that Luke just generated?" And that'll show up in the notifications as well.
Yeah, and I don't know if it copied it over. I referenced Flowbases. Flowbases had an optional redirect URL with params, so you could then redirect. If you click on it, it could take you to that post. So we'll be sure to have that also.
Perfect. All right, dude. No, it looks good, man. How the new Markdown look? Does this look?
Yeah.
Like what we expect?
So let's go to let's go to product. Or again, this. Oops. Where's my connection? So here it is. What does it say? Again, this is unvetted. I've never even looked at this before. So this is my focus today, making this useful. Shell. Yeah. What it does, provides shell function. Yeah. It's actually pretty good. It's actually getting it kind of right.
Sick.
It's as far as we need to go. But look, now we have product. We're going to, so check this out. Direction.
I tested that actually. Did they regenerate? I saw it pop up the Markdown file.
Yeah. So here's my objective for these contexts. You can, but shouldn't have to generate this. You should guide it, not change it, guide it. Right. So direction, and I thought maybe we could do a questionnaire. That's another way I was thinking of maybe using direction. But for now, it's just a text box. So I could say, this is for extremely professional and super serious devs only. No joking when using this app. Save direction.
One quick note too, just before I forget, all this generative markdown stuff, like this little markdown preview, really adds no value. I was really just testing TipTap more than anything. So like, yeah, like
Yeah, we might even remove it or
we
just summarize it.
the only thing we need is raw and preview here. That's it. Just in case someone does want to see like a nice thing
Yeah.
they want to update, but that's it. All the rest of it can go away.
So look, we got the job running, which is going to happen automatically in the background, but you can choose to regen if you want to.
Yep.
You should probably regen every time they hit save automatically.
By the way, one thing I'm going to do too, if you're, so you know how this notification kind of shows up at the top of the page? I'm actually working on tasks right now because I noticed you had some toast notifications as well, but they kind of get tucked into the upper right hand corner and like they're sort of hard to see. So I'm doing an audit right now that is auditing every single notification like this and every toast, and I'm centering them on the page and making them bigger. So it's actually more visible to the user, just as an FYI.
Can you try to guide it into the notification system? Because I didn't have the notification system when I had the toast, so I already introduced 2 ways of doing notifications.
Gotcha.
We should try to centralize, ideally, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this is just like the product MD refresh queue, basically. That would just basically be a toast instead, just so it's a little easier. But yeah, I can take a look at that too. Dude, nice.
What is Talented talking about? No way Talented likes this or knows this song.
Bring Me the Horizon?
Yeah, no way.
This album is a banger, I gotta say.
Yeah, so I've actually only heard this song, but I like it a lot. But check it out, dude. So look, guys, and guys, this is the heart of our app right here. Like the ingestion side anyway. There's 2 hearts. We got 2 hearts, input and output.
Yep.
But this is it. Like we added a connection and we summarized it. Loopy appears to be small, so it's basically the same thing. Audience. Damn, it doesn't seem to be using my tone. Okay, there you go. See, again, I haven't even looked at improving this yet. Like, so this is just for fun, but this is for extremely professional, super serious devs only. Avoid joking, casual language, or playful phrasing in future content.
Nice, dude.
So
nice.
So anyway, dude, all this to say, yeah, start locking in on using both of these, and I'm gonna lock in now on making these actually useful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're there. Right? Like that's it. Like you use these MD files and I'm going to make them not shitty.
Dude, perfect. Okay. And in fact, I think so here, test this real quick. On the left-hand side, open up Loopy and just ask it to make a post. Or you can create a post here, but I won't use your context. So the only way, just ask it to make a post. Just say make a post for me. And it should, because as long as those markdown files didn't change here, I want to test this. So click on context used, and then just open up that little drop down thing. And did that use your context, or is that using the old stuff?
That's
what you just created, right? It's using it. It's using it, my friend. It's using it.
Oh, let's go, dude. Look at avoid joking, casual language, or playful phrasing.
That's the post right there, dude. So close that up and then do add to library.
Add to library. Loopy is a small.
Now post it. Post it.
Connect the X account.
I want to watch you do this part. Again, you can delete it afterwards. But I want to watch you do this.
No, nobody interacts with my tweets anyway. Let's be honest.
You can just delete it after. All right. So now you can either schedule it, but for now, just post. Just do post now and just make sure it goes.
All right. I just want to read it for fun. Loopy is a small shell utility from. Okay. Well, that's just simply wrong. Loopy is a small shell utility.
You can edit it.
Yeah. It doesn't even have a name. Alias is a small. Okay. Add, save, remove, and that's probably why it gave it Loopy. It literally doesn't have a name. Add, save, remove, and list aliases from a local aliases file, then source it. Built for ZSH. I mean, pretty good.
Pretty good
for zero context, zero direction. Just linked a GitHub account and said create a post. Right, so I'm gonna hit post.
All right. Now let's see. This should work. All right, and then. Now, if you click back into the tweet, I gotta get this a little better, but click onto the actual publish, and then you should be able to see a live link to the tweet. So view on X, Again, I need to
Hold
serve
on.
that better. Upper left-hand corner, view on X.
Yeah.
And do we have a tweet?
Letter. Oh, let's
You can delete
go,
that. You can delete
dude.
that. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Wait,
Guys,
can we get a golf clap though? Come on. Come on.
I should have done feature bite, cast bite, whatever.
Yeah, that was legit.
Nice
So,
work, dude.
okay. Yeah, likewise, dude.
Woo.
Guys, this is a dream team right here. Look at this. Thumbs up. Dude,
That's just for
this,
feedback, basically.
in my opinion, funnel this through the jobs. I'm curious if it went through the jobs. So
I'm not sure.
No, and that's fine. But I think that's a perfect candidate. Like anything that is basically going to spin off and do some thinking and work
Yeah.
and posting or whatever, queue up to a job. And then the beauty is once it's a job, then the automated system can just all it does is queue jobs, right? Because obviously we're doing this manually, but down the road it's going to happen on a cron job or whatever, and at that point it needs to be a job. So frame your mindset to basically be anything that's like doing something should be a job. Anything that would be useful to have a notification like, oh cool, it worked, job. Right? Jobs are basically real time. They're and we'll make sure they can be real time. At my job, we have thousands of jobs that run a day, and we have priorities. Like a post should be immediately, but we're way too early for that. But the point is, assume a job is real time. The beauty is it offloads it off of the server, because if you do have 1,000 people doing this, you don't want 1,000 people at the same time doing something heavy lifting that's going to tank your server, make it slow. The front end, like the Next.js app, is supposed to just be this nice lightweight CRUD, input in, input out, save, refresh, view, notifications. And then when you're doing the actual work, job.
Dude, perfect. Yeah. And right now I just have the thumb up and thumbs down storing in a database. Because honestly, because I don't really know what to do with it yet, more than just like track it.
Yeah, sure.
And at some point, maybe we can use it and like even have like an admin feature, and like people can provide feedback and we can say, okay, yep, this post worked good, But dude, yeah, I think we have an end-to-end system working. We just now got to get the posts working really well and clean these things up.
Beautiful. Dude, let's lock in. We could talk until the cows come home. I want to get some work done. I know you want to get some work done. I just want to say outstanding job, dude. Like that's the first time we actually we crossed swords and connected our two components and watched it go full circle from literally connecting in integration to posting on X, and it just worked.
The app fucking works, guys. The app finally actually works. We just got to get the post better. It literally
works, dude. Yep, now we just gotta make it not shitty.
No, it's gonna make it better. All right, let's catch up on chat quick.
Yeah, sorry guys, that was a much needed
another lock-in day, just for a minute.
Yeah, that was much needed, like sync up.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's funny too because again, like we're in this world where like I know you were working on this for a couple days. I was working on a lot of stuff for a couple days. And then sometimes you just like we're doing so much, we just need to like have these kind of sessions where like I literally just watch you use the features I shipped, and then vice versa, right? And then you watch me do the GitHub integration stuff. And at some point, it goes without saying, all the UI needs work, right? It's like I'm not even concerned about any of that right now, but like eventually we'll get the UX looking much better. But yeah, we have a working system, so all right, catch up on chat quick. Talented. Maybe guys should, with every tweet, I'll do 10 push-ups for every sign up when I say in the video. That's not a bad marketing strategy. That's not a bad marketing strategy at all. And if there's a job, it should be a job, like a hand or a foot. Zulex asked, are you storing the user edits and feed them back into the system so it predicts more accurately in the future? Good question.
Not yet, but we need to. For sure.
I would say
for sure. And that should go into the voice. It's a great call out.
Actually, Brent, funny. So yesterday we got some feedback as well from an individual. I think his name was Tito or something. And here's what I'm going to do, dude. Because we're getting a lot of good feedback from the chat. And at some point, maybe we do like an interesting Discord bot. But I'm going to send feedback right now using the feedback option.
Nice.
And
beautiful.
I'm just going to say from Zulex. So let me send that. And now that's on a linear board.
I love that.
So yeah, it just because I know like we can obviously go and create linear issues, but we have feedback, we might as well use that. And then we know whenever we look at linear, this was actually user submitted feedback. And then Chibis, Loopy will have support for generating storytelling based content. Yeah, the idea with our app basically is like our tagline. Also, Brent, I want to get your thoughts on this. Just updated this
Mm.
yesterday too. Our tagline, our H1 at least, is ship more, let us tell your story. Which I think is that's not our like mission statement, right? But that is what we do. I think in how many words? Ship more, let us tell your story. That's in 7 words. Yeah, Zulex. That was Zulex's suggestion. Thank you, Zulex. I love that.
That's
I
beautiful.
love that.
Beautiful.
Cool. All right, dude. I
Oh, dude.
am very happy with this.
One final thing in the admin, you'll see integrations. Nice. I see you added post hog probably after I added integrations.
It
Did you just add this, or has this been
this
here?
has been there for a while.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if I don't have something. Maybe I'm missing an environment variable or something. I don't know.
Do you not
I
see it
didn't see it.
locally? Oh, that's probably why.
I
Yeah.
I didn't think so. But check this out. So we have the concept of
1 second, so let me pull you up.
integration uh uh basically like config. So like, remember you were like, how many posts should it do, how many
Oh,
scans,
sick.
on the scan. So in fact, this shouldn't be 800. That probably cost us a fortune. I should have did 100.
Yeah.
Oh, luckily we haven't used the X one yet. But so this is a nice area if you want
Oh,
to
yes,
key into
dude.
your own like config, because I
Yes.
don't like using environment variables for everything, dude. I'm not like
I hate
70
it.
years
I
old.
hate it, honestly.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and you could drop them in here, and it's like this. These are X related variables, and I'm going to have GitHub related variables and whatever down the road.
I love
LinkedIn.
that, dude. And just
Boom.
one other thing as well, if you wouldn't mind, just like because it'll drive me nuts. Because right now it looks like this is like the official X API. Can you just update the verbiage to be like that API service or that you're using
Yeah,
here? I can't remember what it's called.
that's a good idea.
Because
Yeah, because they are different.
what I'd like to do is add basically that the actual post thing here because I think that'd be less expensive
Uh-huh.
ultimately. And then I don't know. I'll have some reasonable limit. I'm not sure, but maybe like
Okay. My
Twitter API.
only
Yeah,
pause is
Twitter API.
the thing that's executed. Yeah. I'll think on how to make it clear, because this is the X integration. We're
Right,
happening to
right.
use Twitter
Exactly.
API.io.
Yep.
Um,
Because to that end, there also may be like things like for example, like I may use the actual native API, right? And
yeah.
that I may also want to limit there too, right? So
Can I just rename them? Is that easy enough for now? Is just literally make it like Twitter, because they both fall under. My hesitation is this.
just
If
call
I
it Twitter
show you,
API. It just replace X with Twitter API, and that's fine. Like just something to make it clear, like what's coming from the native API and what's coming from I guess Twitter API. Does that make sense?
the problem is the I don't mind renaming it. The problem is this is literally tied to the um X integrations. Like if I go into here and I hit um connections, add, there's X sitting here, right? Like,
Right,
so
right.
it literally on the back end is tied to this integration.
I see. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why it's named. Let's see if this works.
Just for us, for the
Um,
admin, it just like again, we're the only ones that are gonna see
that's
that.
true.
So
It doesn't really matter. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Back to work. I just wanted to show
perfect,
you that.
excellent, dude. Guys, I don't know about you, but this is the first time where it's been like, okay, wow, like our app works. Our app works end to end, and that got me
I think
pretty
this is.
fired up, dude.
I think that. Oh, the X integration just worked. By the way, the one
Nice,
liner: a
nice.
casual meme heavy indie dev. What do you mean I'm meme heavy?
I'd
I
say
almost think
I'd
that's an
say you're a little
insult.
meme heavy.
Those are my real takes. Meme heavy indie dev who is voice centered on Claude code, vibe code, coding, keywords, and shipping personal software from the trenches of dad life.
That's pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
That's pretty good, Brent. That's pretty
The
good,
voice
dude.
is informal, energetic, builder first with a strong bias towards AI coding, terminal centric workflows, and keyboard nerdiness. I mean, facts, dude. It reads like someone posting from the middle of shipping. Quick takes, jokes, occasional brags. Oh, LOL. And status updates about what Claude Code or Vibe coding just enabled. Yep, true. Family and dad references add a background personal layer without changing the core dev heavy tone. I mean, that's literally it, dude.
Nice work, Brent. Nice work. Nice work, dude.
That's really cool, dude.
Oh God,
So.
I'm fired up.
All right. We're locking
All right,
in,
all
guys.
right.
Sorry, we had to do that. Okay. You start talking for a minute, dude. I need a pause.
Yep, dude. Take a beat, catch a breath, man. I think, yeah, dude, this is awesome. I will say Zulix just had a suggestion as well. Thank you, Zulix, as always, for the suggestions and everyone. He just said, what about just making an add new integration button with name, API key, and whatever else needed, so you guys just do it from the app itself? That's actually not a bad idea. So we just maintain our own integrate. Did you mean from the admin dashboard, Zulix, or for the end user?
Yeah.
I'm assuming
you
you meant
still
for
need
admin.
to write code for it. I think is the problem,
Yeah.
right? Just because you have the API key, how you interpret what this means is different how GitHub is being interpreted, right? GitHub's literally checking out a repo on a remote server and reading the code. This is making a series of API calls, ingesting the information, and they have to know recent activity. Look at that, by the way. Yeah, if I add pep, it's so cool, dude. If I have add integration X, you don't have to watch this, Jesse. I'm just doing this for fun.
I am.
I'm summarizing you.
I'm locking into something real quick.
This was an absolute banger.
There we go. Just several.
All right, guys. So I'm summarizing JPEP right here. Peplinski. Yeah, I spelled it right again. I'm the man. Job is running. Okay, I'm gonna refresh him from yesterday.
Just gonna test this.
Nice. Refresh. So I should have 2 jobs running. Nice. I got 2 jobs running in the background right now. Look, so Jesse, it claims he did 50 X posts. I'm curious if that's accurate. Does that feel accurate to you?
50 X posts on the day. This is getting replies too, I think. Yeah, that's replies.
Well, and it okay, and that's cool. It's maxing at 50. I was like, damn, it said 50 the last time too. Because dude, that freaking variable I set to 50, so it's doing a max of 50, which is awesome.
What I would do too, and if I already think about it, I would have a way to differentiate. I'm assuming there's a way to do that. I'm not sure, but based on the API actually. But if there's a way to differentiate based on what I've posted and replied to, and then have this recent activity basically parse both. You know what I mean?
Dude, look how sick this is. So it's kind of like a timeline. So today you've
nice.
done 3 posts, which will reply. And again, I haven't even looked at these yet, but
yeah, this is me.
It's basically cataloging what you've done, and then yesterday cataloged what you've done. So it's literally building a timeline. And yeah, we're the greatest developers there's ever been. This is summary,
dude.
And we've wrote no code. How about that?
We're on to something here. Hang on, Talented. I'll take a look at that in a second. And then Zulix, yeah, that was the admin panel. So I see your point, Zulix. He's basically saying say if we needed to integrate to the Twitter API or something. But yeah, to your point, Brent, we would still need to write code to support the APIs. But I see what you're saying, Zulix.
Exactly.
But yeah, we would need to write code to actually make them be meaningful. All right, I'm just testing out these new toasts. The toasts look way better.
All right, I love the calendar view. By the way, I think you changed that.
Calendar view looks way better.
Look like a calendar.
Calendar view looks. I think. Yeah, I've been in this UI big time, just making it more clear. So you can do week view, day view, month view. You click on something.
Yeah, I love that.
You can choose something from your library. That UI probably needs a little work. I got your stream pulled up too, just so I can see you clicking around and stuff. But yeah, dude, it is.
Yeah.
We got the bones. Are here.
Yeah, it's going in the right direction for sure. What you want to see is this, in my opinion. You want to look at your month and see content, and you're just like, holy shit,
everything just filled in for you.
I'm posting all this month. That's the feeling I want you to get when you look at month. This app is literally doing it for me.
Yep. Yep.
That's
Agree.
that's the feeling you should get.
And something I was thinking about as well, being proactive, like having Loopy like message you when you sign on and be like, "Hey, I just found 30 posts for you. Do you want me to schedule them all for you right now?" I'm actually running that down right now, so I'm gonna work on that
Yeah,
next
yeah, yeah,
actually.
yeah. I love that. Love that. Dude, I want Loopy to text your ass.
Yeah, hey, I just got posts for you. I just found 30. I'm running that down.
Bro, I don't know. Is that low key something? This is
Texting
totally
is
an SOS. This is totally an SOS
texts are expensive.
cycle. Texts are
Runty.
expensive. What's
That's
up,
gonna say that.
Runty? I'm mad at Vindigo, dude. I'm really sad that he got freaking smoked yesterday, dude. Ugh. Anyway,
Sav, what's up, man? Sav, what's going on, bro? Yo,
dude,
dude,
what if Loopy was just like your friend?
Loopy's
It
our
was just
friend.
texting you.
Loopy's our pal. Yeah, texts are. I mean, I'm Twilio. That's the one I'm familiar with. Here's the thing, though. It's like, do I want to be approving that from my phone? Maybe I do. I don't know. I guess you got to meet users where you think they'll be at. So, like, what are people on? Email, Slack, Codex,
They're on their
Quad.
phone.
They're on their
That's for
phone.
damn sure.
They're definitely on their phone, and that's why I think long
Well,
term a
that
mobile app will
well,
be
that's a
huge.
that's a MRR or later problem.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, all right, yeah,
Okay.
okay. Any other thoughts or feedback around the content schedule? Like, in fact, if you go to the content schedule and just click the plus button, I just want to get your feedback around, like adding something to the actual calendar. I just want to watch you do it, basically. So if you do plus
Okay.
and just try to add
One
something from
thing.
the library,
Okay. Let's see here.
just
One
watching you do it.
thing that I'm like, I kind of got lost. I like to know that I'm on like today or this week.
Mm-hmm.
On Flowbase, I had like a today button that would take like because
Oh
now
yeah, I
I'm
like
over
that.
in I'm in August, right? How do I get
Yeah, yeah,
back
yeah.
to home base, right? So an optional like it disappears.
Yep.
I honestly think I killed the Flowbase date selector. I'll have to go find it and show you it. I honestly think I killed it. It was, but anyway, let's go back. Yeah, like see, I don't even know what today is. It's the 10th. Okay, so at 1 p.m. Oh, sick, dude. So
Yeah, this is what I want to see. So if you
this is the
select that,
content.
it should schedule that for that time slot.
Love that. Okay, one of my feedbacks is technically I've already posted this.
Ah, shit. Yep,
I'm
you're right.
almost
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of want
Is that okay though? Right?
and I
I don't know.
one published. No, it is, but I think it should probably be deprioritized. It's my only one, so it makes sense
Mm-hmm.
it shows up. But we need to be prioritizing obviously the most relevant. Also, I should probably see right here. No,
Yeah.
you've already posted
Yes.
this.
Yep. Agree.
Like,
Yep.
or call it something like a repost. That would actually be pretty interesting, is to tie them together. That's probably a stretch goal. But if you repost something, because I think we ultimately want analytics, right?
Yep.
Think
Yep.
about it. I mean, we 1,000% do. Think about it. I post this. By the way, that's really freaking awesome. Love that. I post this, right? Uh, I want an analytics section, which is coming soon. And our analytics needs to go find the posts that we sent and get their engagement and
Yep.
show trends and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way, if I repost this, it'll feed into the same analytic. This
Yep.
specific post, like if they're not five different, if you post it 5 times, it's the same post, right?
Right.
That's
right.
totally a down the road problem. Just kind of talking out loud. This is sleek, dude. I think the cancel button's a little too invasive.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
this is almost calling to me. I don't want to cancel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I'll put
know
that in the post
sometimes
itself or
people will put
something.
I know sometimes people put a triple dot right here, and it'll literally be a one element menu,
Yep.
which is cancel, and it just hides it. It doesn't make it like an available like option. But I don't know. I'm no front end designer.
No,
Runty
dude,
probably knows better than I.
this is exactly what I need. Yeah, like I want you to be critical of every single thing on this page. So I'm paying attention. I'm writing this all down on my phone because I have you full stream here so I can see it. So I'm fully
Beautiful.
attentive, fully listening. I'm writing everything down. This is great feedback. Thank you. Yeah, dude, I will get chipping on some of those. Yeah, I agree that the cancel button is just too much real estate. From this view as well, to your point, I want to see there's a status of scheduled there. This needs work, obviously, for the post, and everything kind of gets misaligned
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna clean it up more. And yeah, from this view here, instead of scheduled, I want to see if it's gone out already, how many times it's been republished. Because yeah, I do think the idea of having that what do we call it, like that fourth status or whatever of what do we call it, recurring. I think that's interesting, and we can lean into that later. But yeah, I basically want to see if I'm reusing a post on my content calendar. I want to see how many times it's posted. And get this, dude. To your point about analytics, I agree. We'll have some really slick analytics, and I could probably use Twitter API for
Mm-hmm.
that. Dude, my
Mm-hmm.
thought is if you go back to the content library, like we will just show like the analytics there over time.
Oh, absolutely,
Now
absolutely. Like definitely show.
the tricky part though is going to be like, okay, say this post went out 5 times. You just got to think of an interesting way to show analytics for each one of those posts. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm thinking about all that stuff already. But sorry, I didn't mean
Dude,
to cut you off.
I
But
want you to know I got like butterflies using this. Like I'm telling you, dude, we are very close to something really awesome.
I agree,
Like
dude.
it feels really good, dude.
When you text me that,
Nice job, man.
yeah, dude, same goes, man. When you text me that markdown file yesterday, again, I knew you were
Yeah.
cooking big time, right? But sometimes I think we get, I know for me at least, like I'll get so heads down in a feature, and then it's like kind of hard to share it until it's like 90% there.
Yeah.
When you send
Oh
those
yeah.
markdown files, I was like wow, you know. But sometimes it just takes a little while to
100%.
get that, you know, in the state you wanted, and we're MRRing.
Yeah, this is
We're
so
close to
sick,
MRRing
dude.
now, dude. We are closer
Heck
than
yeah,
ever.
man. Quick. Trano said, "I've only been following on and off. Yeah, because we're like crazy people. I don't blame you. Uh, will it show a dashboard of increase of interactions or followers? Absolutely, dude. Like that is my vision for like your overview. And then analytics will be like deep dives, but I want your overview to be a trend line of like, 50 new followers since yesterday from 4 posts, right? And we are going to be like your overview is you're gonna open it and log in, and I want you to just like get endorphin rushes out the wazoo because you're like, oh my god, it's working. All my followers, I'm getting DMs, I'm getting likes, I'm getting retweets, like just like you see in more so it's like, okay, I've got 10 posts going out today, I've got 30 this week. Like it's like everything just coming to life when you log in, and it's like, okay, you got 15. Look at, we already have an attention thing. It's like, yep, you've got 10 things that you got to do right now while you're logged in. So you come in, you knock out your attention queue, and then this thing is just cooking in the background. Then you come in the next day and you watch the trend continue. Absolutely, dude. That is what will sell this in the end, because that's what matters is, am I getting more followers? Am I getting more likes? Am I getting more retweets? Right. And we'll even link it to your app. Like, am I getting more app downloads, or am I getting more whatever product hunt upvotes, or whatever your mission is.
Trino,
So
you are now written in stone, my and I'm gonna start doing this. As you guys give feedback, if we, obviously think it's feedback that's worthy to add, I'm literally going in the app, clicking send feedback, and it's getting all logged under our user feedback project in Linear. So right now we have 4 things that are all real feedback. So that's, I think, a great feature. And sorry, catching up on Runty, what you said earlier. A mobile app engagement. Sorry, engagement under 5%. Tech messages around 5%. Notifications on 80. Okay, that's helpful to know. So some of the notifications, push notifications, are probably like, so again, the mobile app companion, which I know we're kind of thinking about. But I think that'll be huge in the future. And then yeah. So like, I saw that. No, I mean, the app does not try to increase your interaction on social media. The goal skews for app. No, direct interaction are byproduct, but the goal is growing user base when it sends correctly. Yeah. One of the same, more or less. And what if the wording of voicing isn't working? Will the app suggest changing things to get things rolling faster? Good question. I think I'll do my take, and then Brenda, if you want to do yours for Tranos, because that's a really good point. If the current wording or voice isn't working, will the app suggest changes? I would say like
sure.
yes. Like I think Brent, you're already thinking about that. Basically, like dynamically changing the markdown files as things change over time. I would say like AI is already getting us like 80 to 90% of the way there. So like we kind of would expect our app to do the same, more or less. So, um, and then, yeah, it said, not sure, dev dad, out of 100 interactions, maybe 5% converted if you're lucky. Yeah, I guess it depends on the kind of tweet as well. Like, and I think maybe Brent would start thinking about that at some point as well. I know we have kind of the three content categories, and this is probably more for me actually, but like the feature engagement, or sorry, feature highlight, product highlight, and then engagement highlight. That's probably mostly something for me to lead. And basically like, hey, how do we categorize these posts on the content calendar? Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I've been thinking about that too. But not, maybe that doesn't really matter that much. I don't know. Um, um, and then
I just see Zula said
yeah,
out of 100 interactions, maybe 5% are converted if you're lucky. Hell yeah. Let's track it and watch the trend over time, right?
yeah,
And Akira said, Loopy is slowly moving away from Weevil self marketing for devs to a broader automated content posting, which you think is smarter. Maybe, and shout out to us if that's the case, but I still think it's got the core value inside. I am a vibe coder. I am going to connect my socials. I am going to connect my repo, and I'm going to build, and Loopy is going to solve my posting for me. Like that is always been at the heart, and it is still at the heart, but you do need automated posting, right? Like my goal is this. I think this app wins if I can connect it and move on and keep vibe coding like an absolute degenerate. I want to be a degenerate vibe coder, vibe code, and I want engagement just to start happening because Loopy's going ham on the back end while I'm just vibe coding. That in my mind, like if you can solve that, is connect once and never come back, and content will continuously appear on your socials, we've won, in my opinion.
yep. Dude, I agree, and this is a really good discussion. And then just responding to Runty, question. Sorry, question: are you guys storing engagement metrics on posts so you can better guide the user on when to post and when? Over time, it can create a unique fingerprint for how to best engage the users, what time to post, what content to post, what format comes to post, etc. Yeah, that is something I'm thinking about a lot.
Down the road, yeah, down the
Um,
road, we would be fools not to,
I
but
do,
we got to
I
MRR first.
agree, and I do think Runty to that point. The good news is the X algorithm is open source, so like we have a lot of that. Facebook and LinkedIn, I think people have good predictions, but it's still kind of a mystery. Here's my thought: is like obviously, you kind of want to post to when your users will think will be using the platform, but people in different time zones. I guess my opinion this has changed a little bit. Before I used to say like, okay, yeah, you probably still want like a consistent like, say it's 9 a.m., 1 p.m., 5 p.m., whatever that looks like, right? But I think to me, as long as you're getting good quality posts out there, I think the time of in the schedule matters less. That may be controversial, and like I don't even know if that's true or not. It's probably not, but I think as long as you're getting good content, um, here's the other part of that too, Runty, especially on X for engagement. I've noticed, and again, this is me because I use X a lot. I know your take on X, Runty, but I notice even if I have like high quality posts on X, if I'm not using the platform and engaging or replying to people, my posts over time do much worse. So it's also this balance of like you may have the best posts in the world, but you also have to like use the platform in order to actually get your posts see more engagement. At least that's what I'm seeing right now. And I've seen others kind of react in the same way, basically, where like if they take a break for 2 or 3 days and they try to post something, like there's kind of like this catch up period. So that's just the experience I'm seeing. So yeah, I think there is a ton of value in figuring out when to post and having the schedule, but that's just kind of what I'm seeing though. Um, and then Sab, yeah, exactly the vision I have for the product. Watching along, if you can solve conversions, tracking, you're on top of the world. This app, hoping to be there, Zulex. Um, hoping to be there for sure. Runty, timing is horribly important. When we did campaigns, we would get much higher engagement for target groups at specific times of day. Women were 20 to 45 or most active around 10 a.m. Not like 2 or 3 times, like 10 to 20. Okay, yeah. No, that's helpful. And again, I'm just speaking solely from my experience on X. Like I'm not posting, or I've run ads on Facebook and stuff for other businesses, and yeah, the timing was really important there. I'm speaking solely from my like personal X experience, like not posting on behalf of a brand, like on behalf of me, but obviously for the brand, it's yeah, the timing is gonna be important. So
Dude,
yeah,
and we could just data mine the shit out of that if you think about it, right?
yeah,
Like, what time was your
yeah,
post posted? How many likes do you have?
mm-hmm,
Put it on a graph. Oh, look, 11 a.m. You get a shit ton of likes.
yeah,
Boom.
yeah,
Things are getting set. So yeah, no, we would be fools to ignore that, but I
100%,
totally think we're not there yet, right? Like,
right.
we'll talk about that once we actually have proof that this thing's working.
Yep. No, but Ronte, thank you for that feedback, dude. Again, I'm just sharing my experience, like again, the personal X whatever. So yeah, and we've never marketed before, really, which is talented. They're not marketers. They've never really marketed a product successfully. Yeah. So they'll learn a lot about marketing stuff soon.
Talented loves to get that one in there.
Yeah.
Don't you worry, Talented. We're coming, baby.
Yeah. We used to hire a like marketing firm for us to do the marketing. So I kind of know what it takes. Just gotta freaking do it. Just gotta freaking do it. And let's see. Not really. You can do exactly what that said. But from a positioning standpoint of what do you think has a bigger potential, more potential customers, fixing marketing for devs in public or automated content pipeline? I think that might
Dude,
maybe.
the thing is, the first
Yeah.
one is such a niche. Like, I, you're right. Like, we are
Yeah.
technically not like there's nothing that ties us to devs, right? You could technically just put all your X in websites as integrations, and uh but the thing is, we are in such an era right now where people are just getting their feet wet with coding for the first time. Bro, we've been coding for ages and we still haven't marketed. Imagine these rookies who are just getting these apps out there. If we could actually come up with a decent automated marketing tool for people who are building, I think the niche is the like it's like less users but more valuable users.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we can't just throw that out. Like I don't like again, I think we're targeting far fewer people from that angle, and maybe we try both, right? Like,
Right.
what's to say we don't run ads from both angles because the app doesn't change,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a very interesting point, and it's enticing just to say, "Oh, look, we're an automated content pipeline tailored for you." Like that. That sounds amazing. I'm like, damn, we're kind of geniuses on how we're building this. I'm excited to even be able to say that. But for the noobs out there just vibe coding, I don't know, man. They might swipe a $10 card. That's what I'm thinking and hoping.
Yeah. No, and Runty made a good point. Yeah, the data gathering ASAP is a potential goal mine to start. Yeah, we're starting with X. But yeah, we should start looking at that sooner than
Dude, and
later. But
I'd be glad to take that one head on. Like, I love data mining and data collection. So once I finish my MD and we're really happy with it, and you know you're still working on the content,
yep,
um, I'd be glad to start collecting some of the metrics and putting it on a dashboard. Like,
perfect.
I don't know that I loved that part of Flowbase.
Dude, excellent. So I'll hold you to that. I just made feedback, and I'm gonna assign that to you whenever you get to it.
Boom, let's go.
I just know me. If I don't make linear issues or write something down right away, I will forget it. Just because we have like there's so many things we got to do for this app.
Yeah, yeah,
Edit,
dude, and we'll have to talk about
curves,
linear. I'm trying to be good at using it. It's important to use. It's just so much.
it
Like
is a
I'm
lot.
having a hard time. Like I just feel like the project. Like I actually had to make my own thing called Brent's tasks because I can't even figure out where the hell to put shit because there's so many projects. But this is
Yeah,
a conversation for another day. I don't even want to dive into this right now,
no, that's
but
fair.
I'm wondering if there's a way to dumb down the projects a little bit
Yeah,
rather than
we could talk
having,
about that.
yeah. So
Um,
anyway, well, down the road. For now, just know I'm in Brent's tasks.
Yep. Okay, that sounds good. They work. Yeah. Whatever. What? Like. Yeah. Well, there's a way to make like filter views and stuff, and yeah, we'll have like a linear
Yeah, it could. It's
101 at
probably
some
a
point.
skill issue. Yeah, maybe it's a skill issue. I'd be glad to chalk it up to that.
We'll do a linear 101 at some point. Yeah, because I'm having the same pain points, and my process normally is Command F, find the right project, make a task, assign it to me, and then
Hmm.
I basically just live under my issues. And yeah, talented. We haven't been in the trenches, and yeah, we will learn. Thank you. And talented says he has faith in us. Thank you, talented. We have faith in us too. And yeah, we're gonna learn so much. We're gonna learn so much on this. I've already learned just an unbelievable amount. Yeah, we're in the trenches, man, and this is the best place to be right now. All right, let's lock in here. All right, okay. So Brent, toast notifications are updated, so you should see that experience once you refresh or whatever. Instead
Beautiful.
of having everything kind of tucked in the upper right hand corner, it'll be centered and just more obvious on the page. So that should go for pretty much everything. So if you do still see kind of on page notifications, let me know. But that should just be easier because they kind of got buried and kind of tucked away. So that should help. Um, okay.
Okay, cool.
I just wrote down a bunch of stuff we talked about. And I'm gonna just start kind of cleaning up some overall user experience stuff. Unless you want to try to get your posts and my stuff married now, but that might. Well, I guess I mean it works, right? We just asked Loopy, so technically it works, right? Technically, there's nothing to marry.
Yeah, yeah.
Technically,
Right.
that's done.
Yeah,
right?
technically,
Right.
right.
Technically?
It's feeding in the right sources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make a couple updates to that organization stuff. I agree. And I gotta move project settings. I gotta move. Sorry, invite members under the organization instead. So I'm gonna make the two small changes here.
Yo, I gotta you while you were cooking, I gotta tell the chat something that's important. Guys, my baby is 12 months, but he came 2 months early, so he's technically like a year adjusted, which means something to some people and probably means nothing to others. But yeah, so he's sorry, he's 14 months, but he's two months. He came 2 months early, so he's technically 1 year. Dude, and the guy has not been crawling, and I'm like, all right, I don't like that. I'm not too worried, like, because like kids like to like figure shit out on their own. Uh, but you want your kid to hit the general milestones, right? Well, check this out. So he's got like a playpen, but he would just sit in it. He wouldn't actually move around. I'm about to sell a new product. Like if this fails, I know how to sell I know how to create and sell a real world product that'll probably make me millions. And what we did is we took balloons and we dropped them in his little playpen. And we didn't do this on purpose, but it organically worked out. He would grab the balloon, and as a balloon will, it kind of like floats away from him a little bit, and he would get frustrated and he would start leaning forward. He'd go grab the balloon, and the balloon was just always just out of reach. And all of a sudden, he started leaning a little forward and a little more forward. And all of a sudden, now he's on his belly. And now he's reaching his hands out. Dude, in one day, the dude went from a sack of potatoes to a crawling baby because we dropped balloons in the playpen.
Dude,
Again, to some of you that means nothing.
love
To
it.
the parents out there, I'm sure you can feel me, but that was crazy cool. Like I literally just like life hacked getting babies to crawl. Give them balloons. Just don't let them eat them.
Give them balloons. Quote of the day.
Yep, give balloons. Yeah, the carrot and stick method, but just with balloons. Object permanence. It indicates cognitive awareness. Yeah, dude. He played for. I'm not kidding. He played for with balloons for like 4 hours yesterday. I'm not kidding. I sat him in the playpen and gave him balloons. I watched an entire World Cup soccer match and wrote software. And when the World Cup match ended, I looked at him. He was still playing with balloons. I was like, "Hey, it's better than like watching Miss Rachel or whatever nonsense I was gonna do." So
Dude,
anyway,
balloons,
parent time
man.
over. Remember, I'm the dev dad, guys. Right? I gotta get my dad takes in there.
Dude, I'll take all of it, man. I'll take all of it.
Yeah. How'd I like the France game, dude? Mbappe, or however you say his name, dude. He is just so damn good, man. He is just my money's gonna be on France. I think, dude. I don't know, dude. I hope we see France and Argentina. Oh my god, that would be so much fun, dude. That would be so much fun. Could they line up in the actual World Cup? I'm not too familiar with this. Like, can they actually line up head to head for the World Cup, or will they end up playing before? Okay, I'm gonna keep cooking while someone answers that. Okay, Akira said yes. Oh god, dude, that's gonna be a battle of the Titans. Let's hope it's that, dude. I didn't really watch soccer. I played soccer my whole life. I don't in football, as most of you know it. I don't actually really watch it like ever, but like, this is very interesting. Watching these Titans battle it out.
Dude, I'm not watching any soccer. I'm not watching any soccer.
Well, you might start because now it's the final four.
Oh, dude, Dr.
Uh,
Cody.
so so yeah. Uh,
Hey, Dr. Cody, what's going on, man? Sorry, I missed your message earlier, dude. What's going on, man? With the doctors in the building? The
let's
doctors in
go,
the
Doc.
building. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, you missed it yesterday. Yeah, Dr. Cody is going to start streaming.
Nice. Let's
So
go, dude.
we look
Love it.
forward to that, Dr. Cody. He got his first couple follows yesterday. No pressure, Dr. Cody, but whenever you're ready, man. We got a lot of people that would love to see what you're doing. We're doing good, Dr. Cody. Dude, we got an app. We got an app. We just got to make it better. The bones are all there. The bones are all there. We're both pretty fired up about it. Doing well, man. We're both doing really well. All right, dude. Okay, this is my one. Kira, this is for you. Okay. Here's my dude, Brent. You want to see my game quick, dude? I've been chipping away in this Unity game. You want to pull up my stream and once you're not locked in,
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
dude, I'm pretty impressed with this, dude. Like this is all of maybe like 3 or 4 days progress on animations and shooting mechanics. Again, it doesn't look very
Dude,
good.
this is
Okay,
Call of Duty. Pull up your game.
check this out. Ready?
No, you got that looks like Call of Duty, dude. What?
Ready?
That's crazy. Go for it, dude.
Dude, so here, it doesn't work super well, but dude, I all the animations, we actually got people shooting at us now. It's like giant paintballs for now, just for testing. But we can loot the bodies, dude. We got a whole inventory system. We got this dude shooting at us, dude. You know my idea for the game? You see all these cracks? This Charlie Relay crack.
Uh-huh.
You know Stranger Things? Oh wait, hell, have you gotten that far on Stranger Things yet?
Bro, I love Stranger Things. I watched it twice.
Okay, you finished it, dude. You know
Yeah,
how
yeah.
there's giant cracks and stuff comes up from the grounds. I just died, but
Oh yeah.
dude, that's the idea for the game. There's gonna be a giant crack system, and little mechs are just gonna randomly spawn from there. Dude,
Love that,
like,
dude.
so there's, I got a whole HUD system. There's a map going. Enemies actually shoot at you now. Hang on.
I've kind of been watching your progress.
Let me pop
Before
on
I
this
thought
mech.
it looked.
Let me pop
Before
on
I
this mech
thought you were.
and
Oh!
crush these dudes quick. I just crushed these dudes in a mech real quick.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, this.
I hope you keep running with it.
I'm
Like,
going to.
obviously, it's a little like bootleg yet, as you know. But like, I gotta say, your progress is immense. Like,
Dude.
from before, I was like, okay, this thing's kind of like.
So
Like I've vibe coded a bad game before. Oh, wow,
this is this is an asset pack that I bought, and I'm eventually going to just use it. Like it was like $150, but it gave me like the player assets. But imagine everything looking good in a real game world, right? Like imagine the game mechanics. I mean, dude, like I got animations going. Like the dude just runs. I did all this, man. Like Mixamo animations. I got to get this stuff working a little better, But like.
Yeah,
and we're
yeah.
shooting giant paintballs right now, but you get the idea, man. You get the idea. I'm pretty stoked about this.
I'm quite impressed. I'm quite impressed, dude. And that's rendering pretty well for all the shit it's showing.
Yeah. So imagine this whole
I can't
relay
believe the
system.
mech, dude. Dude, the mech is crazy.
Dude, the mech is gonna be such a big part, and in the
I'm
first.
sure you're gonna have tanks and shit.
Dude, just you wait, man. So I'm pretty fired up about that. Yeah, dude, and I didn't even show the coolest part. So eventually, once you get all these little relays powered up, this giant titan in the left-hand corner, which will eventually be like a really sick asset, is gonna come to life, and it's gonna try to attack you, dude. I don't want to. And then I didn't even show you the actual game. So once you get all these relay systems up and running, a giant like moving spider thing like runs around, and like the goal like win the game.
So are
is,
you like inspired from Stranger Things?
I'm inspired from about 50 different things, dude. Stranger Things, Arc Raiders, Escape from Tarkov. Dude, like you remember Halo 3 when you had to jump on the Scarab? That's like the main core of the game. It's like, and I'm not sure that that'd be the win condition, or I'll just have it be like the Matriarch and Arc Raiders, where like you just collaborate and try to take down this thing. I'm not sure exactly yet, but dude, I just figured I'd show you, man. I'm pretty proud of this so far. All right, that was my game for the day.
Progress is quite impressive, so keep pushing, dude. It just goes to show, like, your sticky something out, like that's already 10 times better than it was last time. I'm sure next time I look, it'll be 10 times better than this time. So just keep locking in. You only fail when you quit, dude.
Yep, exactly, dude. Yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun, man. I'm having a lot of fun.
It makes me want to build my RuneScape game. I wonder if I'm sure these AIs could probably rip that thing to life now.
Probably. Yeah, dude, and it talented. I never watched those either, but they're always recommended to me. It's so annoying. It drives me crazy. Dr. Cody.
I click on them. I click on them to see what they're up to. They might be doing something useful in there.
Dude, like it just like I haven't,
You
and
know what I
I'm
mean?
worried if I actually accidentally click on one day, then my feed is just gonna be fucking tarnished with bullshit.
It
Um,
will be.
which is
It will
unfortunate.
be. And then
Um,
you're always happy whenever you open your homepage. You're like, okay,
it's
this
just
is
like,
cool.
yeah, it's like, all right, there we go. This is what we love Twitch, I guess. Dr. Cody asked Codex to make animation better with inverse kinematics. Codex Soul, please make me GTA 6 today. Use the 4 resets I have needed. Make no mistakes. Yeah, we'll one shot that. Yeah, yeah, talented. It is. It's a real problem. Which stinks. But me and Brent just talked about this. We are gonna start on YouTube as well. We just gotta get channels going and figure out what that looks like. I have a Pep Tech Dev YouTube channel now officially, so we're gonna just start co-streaming there. Gotta figure out how we figure out like keeping up with chat. And I actually saw someone yesterday and have some ideas for that. Like where basically we can have like a feed on our streams, and you can see like what chat's coming from Twitch and what chat is coming from YouTube. So we'll figure all that out. But
I gotta tell you guys something. I gotta tell you guys something.
before we see good screen real quick.
I'm gonna hold my tongue. Actually, I'm gonna hold my tongue. Let's lock in. DM me if you want to hear about it. I'm gonna hold my tongue.
All right, now you piqued my interest, but yeah, we'll keep it off stream.
Yeah. It's nothing that crazy, but yeah, uh, uh, let's just say, let's just say a feature at work that I wrote didn't get tested correctly and got released into production, and it somehow worked. So thank God it worked. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna go into details.
Nice, dude. I've got
I got lucky. I'm just gonna put it that way.
I've got only Codex 5.3 on the 9 to 5, and it's like, dude, I feel like I'm in dinosaur days there. But I guess it's like a proof of, hey, I still understand software. I still can do this.
It's looking good, dude.
Yeah, Kira, I thought it was gonna be about hot tubs too. I thought you were going down a totally different road with that. All right, let's see. Get up status. Okay, all right. Test the wrong branch. When you talk from 5 you talk like from the future. Yeah. Dude, speaking of being from the future, all right, here's a question for you guys. I know we've kind of been talking about TV shows and stuff to watch. Yeah, Brent, we got to get some hot tubs or something. I think that's what we need. Got to start doing.
Need that.
All right. Speaking of being from the future, have you guys or Brent or anyone in the chat ever heard of a show called Life on Mars?
No, but I want to be interested in it.
Dude, it is a severely the U.S. version. It is a severely underrated show, in my opinion.
Let's go, Shintai. Good, because I'm due for a show.
What's up, Shintai? Dude, I don't know how you can acquire this. I think Amazon Prime, maybe. Dude, check out this show. This show, again, it's shocking to me that it doesn't have more viewership. It's an older show. It is excellent. It is like it's like a detective show. This guy gets in a car crash in 2008, wakes up in 1973, and has to get back to 2008. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch one episode and let me know if you're hooked. Me and my wife are watching it for like the third time, and it is excellent.
For the third time?
Yeah, dude. It is a that's a great show. It's one of my top 5 shows of all time.
Hell yeah, dude.
It doesn't get a lot of it's a very underrated show. The UK, I haven't watched the UK version. Just like I haven't watched the UK version of The Office, K, or your U version. I'm sorry, K. But the US version is very good.
Death Rider, hit us. How we doing, Death Rider?
Hey, Death Rider, what's going on? Yeah.
Dude, my automatic scene switcher is not automatic scene switching. I need to rebuild OBS.
Yeah, we'll just buy a new OBS, dude. No big deal. All right, I just removed that GitHub connected from the project stuff, and I think this looks much better. Oh, dude. Also, if you hit OO, I've been slowly introducing keybinds, which is stuff I click on over and over. So if you do OO, you know how you have Command K. If you do OO, it'll open up the organization switcher.
Nice. Dude,
Um,
I love a key binding.
Death Rider. So when you're developing a game, and let's say you have a licensing for that game, what is that for? A license for the game. uh, you mean like the MIT license and like GitHub or? Licensing for the game. Yeah, I don't really know very much about that. I mean, like I know like the GitHub, but for a game in particular, I'm not sure I understand the question. Licensing for the game. I haven't ever released the game or anything, so I really don't know anything about licensing as far as that goes. Looks good. Looks good. Merge the PR2 main. All right. We're gonna chip away on a couple of these things. Brent, you have your feedback here. Just get them cleaned up.
There we go. I didn't actually get it, guys. I just hand wrote that. All right, so yeah, guys, what am I doing? Loopy wise is I am now making integration content generation like useful. Like right now, cool, it's summarizing it, but like I need like industry leading direction. So that's what I'm working on. That's right, or we don't know nothing about licensing, dude. We don't even make any money yet.
Yeah,
Falling out on my nose.
Dr. Cody's probably going to be your best resource here. Yeah, you can have a license to an IP, help generate on a Silent Hill game. You can also have a license to access like an asset pack. Yeah, I don't know anything about this honestly, so I'm not the right person to ask, unfortunately. I've made little games and stuff, but I've never actually published them, so yeah, I have no clue. Also, do you help Genevieve on a Silent Hill game? Genevieve, I'm sorry, dude. No way, that's sick. I didn't know that. I love finding about I love finding out about interesting things people are working on. So you helped work on Silent Hill, Dr. Cody. That's a great game, dude. I was as a young lad, I was too afraid to play them, but I played them in my adult years. All right, looks fine. Go ahead and commit everything on this branch. Always a good idea to get real about Twitch chat. Twitch chat is a great place for advice. What can be heard in comp but never seen?
Dude, sometimes I got such beef with like Claude like or Codex. Like I told it I need it to do like a huge thing and it solved it in 3 minutes.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? Also, you're making a.
I don't think it did.
Try it out, dude. Also, you're making a huge
I'm
mistake. You're not running on 5.6 soul. Bottom right hand
Oh
corner.
yeah, true.
Get that bumped up, my friend. 5.6 soul, and then run it on high. That's what I've been doing. At least to start. Just watch your token count, because it will suck some tokens up more. The old game Mist and Riven. Those are the guys who made my neighbors before. I don't think I've heard of that, Mist and Riven. Not sure what the love is for Codex. 5.6 people pants. 5.6 absolutely rips Shintai, so I don't want to hear it. 5.6 is Codex has an unbelievable amount of utility. 5.6 this hard disagree, Shintai. Hard disagree. 5.6 is and Codex utility have been excellent for me.
Dude, it cooked
Sounds like
at
a
my
skill
job
issue.
yesterday.
Sounds like a skill issue.
It cooked at my job. How about 5.5? I actually submitted my pull request with 5.5 at work yesterday, and then I had 5.6 review it, and it found a bug.
There you
like
go.
You bastard.
Dude,
5.5.
Yesterday yesterday we had a hater in the chat, Brent. So I forgot to tell you about it, dude. Dr. Cody was there.
Oh,
We had our first
who's
hater.
hating?
I
I
don't know. I
love
don't
a
know.
hater,
It
dude.
was
Man,
some.
I hate a hater.
It was
That's
dude.
a
It was some.
Instagram rap
It
song.
was some Yellowstone dude, and he was saying
Oh,
basically
I know
take acting
Yellowstone.
classes. Yeah, he was telling me to take acting classes. He was
What?
hating on me. He was hating on me big time.
About what? You're streaming?
Yeah, something about taking acting classes. I'm like, dude, like, what are you talking about? I think I handled it pretty well. Dr. Cody was there.
Bro, then bro doesn't know what streaming is.
I just
We
was
ain't
like,
acting up here. This is all raw and real, baby.
it was weird. I was just like, you should take acting classes. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I just happen to like be working, and so I'm gonna just hang out with my friend Brent, and that's it. Like, I don't know how to be anything else.
He should get into mushroom identifying.
I just was like, you know
If
what?
we're just throwing out random ideas,
We must be doing something right,
you know,
man. If we're getting haters, we must be doing something right. That's all I know.
if you don't
That's
have
all
hate,
I know.
if you don't have haters, watch out, dude. Watch out. You pivot.
You know, I just like here's my thought, and I said this too. You're gonna get haters regardless of what you do. You could be curing cancer, and you would get haters. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So you're gonna get.
man, there are plenty of
It
cancer
was
curing
just.
haters out
It
there.
was crazy,
deep
man.
pockets.
And yeah, Shintai, look, I know we still have 0 MRR. Okay, look, I don't know if you saw the demo, but our app kind of works pretty good now, ish. It works good ish. So we're getting there. I don't know. I like Codex. I like 5.6. I'm not gonna stop using it. I think it's working great for me. Use it if it works too. Brent, I think we lost you. Brent, you see me? Brent, can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think I'm coming back to life.
Yep, I hear now. Yep. All right, we good? We back?
Yeah.
We good? Chat, we good? Okay.
Test. Does everyone hear me?
Everyone
It's
good?
really important that you hear me.
Everyone good? Okay. All right. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Brent, I'm gonna clip it probably because it was like dealing with a hater. Like honestly, it was strange. It was really strange. I really don't know the point he was trying to make, but it didn't come off like, cool. It came off really weird.
Oh, bro, I've had
Really weird.
haters, dude. I've had haters that would send me over the edge before. Like
Yeah.
I know, I've been there many a time, and many a times I've reacted poorly. But what are you gonna do? I'm like the #1 internet troll there used to be when I
Dude.
was like 12.
Yeah,
So it's still deep in me, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So when someone from the internet gets me, dude, I
Just
could
off
feel
the
it like
shoulder.
that. Dude, you want to talk about Stranger Things? How you could he felt it on the back of his neck. That's kind of me. Whenever someone starts to get me, dude, I can kind of feel it, and I'm like, calm down, calm
Yeah,
down.
dude. I know. I don't know. I was my first, and it's weird too because you kind of have to navigate it live. You know what I mean? And it's just like there's other people watching, and they're watching how you react, so
and
it's
maintain
all strange.
composure.
I think I handled it well for my first time, so I'm
Yep.
sure it'll happen again.
It'll never stop.
Yeah.
It'll
So
never stop.
it's fun.
Although I gotta say, we got a good squad of people lately who
Yeah,
who
absolutely.
don't hate
dude.
us. So thank you
Yeah.
guys for not hating us.
Yeah. No, thank you guys. Appreciate your support as always. Dr. Cody, I have no idea how to ship apps and I have a lot of information anyone does. Thanks, Dr. Cody. Yeah, we're learning how to do this too. Yeah. If anyone can remember, put Brent's most hated moment. I think yesterday for me from Yellowstone was mine. We're reading chat here. Shintai, yeah, good thing working app is really important thing. You can see that, for example, in MS Office or GitHub. We're getting there, Shintai. We're getting there close to a working app in MRR.
Yeah, I can't actually remember any hate examples, but listen, I've logged off of streams many times, like infuriated.
Yeah.
It's happened. So maybe I held my composure. I like to think I did, but yeah.
Just try to brush it off.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
check could get you, dude. The check could get you. But
So
you show up the next day, you keep grinding.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, sometimes it's gonna like again, it's a weird thing where it's the first time I've kind of dealt with that, and it's just like yeah,
Yeah.
you just gotta navigate it live with people, and hopefully people will have your
Yeah.
back, and that's it.
Yeah. Oh, like I got one guy. Remember we were talking about like the minoxidil or whatever it is, like for my receding hairline. Like I get comments like that all the time. I think it's
Oh,
hilarious.
dude, I got no shame.
Like
You can see mine.
mine's
I'm
fixed.
big time.
Remember we already did this. We already
Oh
did
yeah,
this.
yeah,
But how's my chat?
much better than mine.
Fixed?
Much better
I
than
hope
mine.
it's fixed, dude. I can't see it to know, but I think it's fixed.
Dude,
I think it's fixed.
I gotta get on that, man. I was talking to my wife yesterday about that actually, or last week.
Dude, Amazon $60 for a 6-pack.
How quick do you go
Fire
through
it up.
How quick do you go through it? Does that last a while?
I have, yeah, I still got three or four left.
All right, perfect.
Well, place the order. But yeah, dude, the haters. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like hairline's a good one. Nose, which I've got my whole life, and I love my nose for the record. But yeah, I definitely got a bit of a nose on me.
Oh, I do.
My number one
I got a
insult.
beak big
My
time.
number one insult. Akira will like this one. I think I told this story. I was playing soccer, coincidentally with the World Cup, and this guy goes, "Great insult." I gotta give it to the guy. Great insult. The guy goes, so it's me standing there. It's a corner kick. It's me standing in the box, getting ready to score on him. And this guy looks at his buddy and goes, "Hey, we could both guard him. He's got a big enough nose for the both of us."
Dude, Brent. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, dude.
I don't know how he came up with that so quick, dude.
Dude. All right, dude. I mean, I've got a beak too, dude. I mean, my nose is huge. There's this. Okay, if you watch Life on Mars, there is the main detective guy. Whenever he's like sniffing for clues and stuff, he's like the nose, and because he just like he knows if there's like a bad smell. The nose knows. The nose knows.
Oh, the nose knows.
The nose knows.
Nose.
Dude,
I'm gonna watch it, dude.
You had the broccoli cut.
Oh, that was AI generated from Talented.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
it looks pretty damn real.
It does. And that was without ChatGPT image gen.
What did you use to generate that? Is that actually real or no? Am I being trolled? Was your hair actually that long? That's not your real hair, is it? Someone tell me. Am I being pranked?
That was not my hair. That was not my hair, dude.
Okay, yeah, I know your hair doesn't get like that.
Dude, someone said I looked sick.
This film is for Anderson. You're a broccoli boy, dude. Dude, I was ahead of the curve in high school.
Dude, think of all the people we banned. Should I go through my banned list? Like, although half of them now are just the crypto bros, which I wish they'd come back more than anything. Guys, I am working, but to find work, I should be building my my game in the background. Now that we're also game devs.
Yep, that's what I do. I basically just to rip these tokens. We're gonna get the reset, so I'm ripping through them.
That's a great point, dude. I should be using the tokens.
All right, hang on. All right, so okay, all right. I just fixed the get up status stuff, so that no longer shows. All right, I got a lock in here. I've gotten like 2 things done. Okay, next up, I'm going to. I'm gonna get that content schedule cleaned up a little bit. Let's see.
Yeah, so that was a good finding. I do remember that one. That was a good one. Check out my map builder. My map builder is actually kind of sick, guys. Watch this. While my app is that's right, dude. I'm paying $200 a month for these tokens. Why am I on 5.5? What am I in a peon?
Yeah, dude. Let it rip.
I'm paying for these tokens. I gotta use it. All right, check it out, guys. Check out my map builder. Oh, come on. Open it in a real browser. Open in browser. Oh, come on. Copy link.
All right, connected on X. Let's see. Test. All right, what do I need to test here? Oh yeah, I need to schedule this.
Yo, Pep, I had a hate message once from an S Liscow. If you could use your imagination, I don't know who that was.
Yep, I know.
He messaged me. This is like it was like 15 years ago, but he messaged me. And he goes, "You will." I don't know why, but he says something. You will never amount to anything with software. And I printed it. You want to talk about hate? I printed it and I put it on my wall. Unfortunately, he's not wrong yet. So
All right,
we
dude.
got an MRR.
I would say, Brent, if you ever are feeling unmotivated, if you're ever waking up, you're like, let's try launch loop, dude. Just think of SL, dude. Just think of SL and how we have to prove him wrong.
Amen. Guys, check out my map builder quick. So I've been vibing this. Check this out. It auto can detect depths. Check this out. Grass. Let's see what this does. Okay, it's supposed to add the flare. It's not adding the flare. But look, the water responds. So you could do things like this, guys. You could do things like this. Watch this. This one's for talented, guys. This one's for talented. You could do things like this. Watch this. And the water just responds. Watch. All right, this is for talented.
I'm locked
You
in,
do
Brent.
things like
So I'm not
this.
showing this, but
You can do things like that for talented with your map builder. Not bad, right? But yeah, for real, check this out. So I can spawn a smart shadow. Check out smart shadow. So I could put shadows on objects. Look, I can put shadows on all my objects. It's kind of mid, but yeah. So you know that's what Pep's working on. I was kind of cooking this one up.
we love game dev, dude. SaaS dev and game dev. Yeah, dude. I imagine that IRL hate. IRL hate. It's funny. I'm just kidding on my chat. People usually says, okay, yeah, music talk. Interesting. So screamo music is me 100% directed, not doing any work. EDM, techno, rap, rock, productive. Interesting. Zulex, the most absurd ban I ever got from Twitch was a dude who thought he knew better than me how my time zone worked. All he said was he hates being wrong when someone in chat asks why he's crashing out. Boom, instant ban. Yeah, man. Some people just love the power trip, I suppose. People usually say lo-fi music tends to be productive. I prefer the loudest thing that my ears can support. I've actually been really locked into the EDM jams. I've actually been like playing those like off stream just like for my music choice. One more letter. Can't do it. Can't do it. Don't reveal the IRLers. The IRL haters. Jamar, yeah, I know. Okay, we're getting there. We're gonna print you off too, Shinta. How about that? How about that? Eminent gets productive. Bro, did you get API access for scheduling Pep Tech? Yes, Duresh. Oh yeah. You just sign up for it. You just sign up for it. Brent is using Twitter API for parsing past tweets. But yeah, all you should have to do is create a X account and then just go to X console and then you just create an app. There shouldn't be like an onboarding or sign up process you have to do or anything. All right. Okay, we're cooking on this. Probably don't need 5, 6 soul high for this, but whatever. All right, Brent. So I'm cleaning up
Always
that.
506 high soul.
I'm cleaning up. I'm cleaning up the cancel button. Putting it into a little menu. I'm just doing some UI cleanup. Honestly, I'm not doing anything crazy right now. Because I know you're still cooking on something over there. I am gonna also have Loopy be proactive. proactive, and basically like as the text posts, even if it doesn't work super well, just be like, hey, let me fill your calendar for you. Basically, is what I want to get Loopy to a position to be in. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give some thought.
Well, and dude, I wonder if the flow needs to be like Loopy. Probably. Well, no, Loopy should be able to fill your calendar without question.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think the act of filling your calendar needs to be, let me go to your existing content library and
Mm-hmm.
populate it. Like
Yeah.
the act of that of the like there,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
two-step
yeah,
process. Step one is Loopy, generate me a shit ton of content. And then it's step two is Loopy, I have a shit ton of content. Schedule it. And
yeah,
then you can of course say, Loopy, do both. But the bones are in place where a job will be kicked off that generates content. Oh, great, the content's ready. Now a job gets kicked off to schedule it.
yeah, yeah.
Right. That's how I view the flow needs to be. So
I agree.
Loopy shouldn't just go right from, okay, let me create something and schedule it. That's a little too narrow, in my opinion.
Yep. No, I agree. Yep. Yeah, I agree. So yes, step two process.
Yep.
2-step process rather. Yep, I agree.
Right.
Let's see. We support Twitter. We support X. Yeah, Twitter. I still call it Twitter. Yeah, we support X. X APIs are paid. That is correct, Duresh. It takes right now about 1 cent per tweet. It depends on the kind of work you're trying to do, Duresh. Brent actually did some research on this yesterday, and it's like $200 a month minimum to basically be able to like, I think read other tweets. I believe I can't remember exactly, Brent. But for tweeting out, like we've been watching it, basically if I schedule a tweet out from our platform, it costs about 1 cent. Now Twitter API says it costs about 1/100 of a cent, so we're probably going to use my Twitter or Twitter API much more than the actual native API. So yeah, let's see. Loopy, I have 0 MRR, generate it. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so we got that working now. This is cleaned up a little better.
Imagine having 0 MRR. We should be sick to our stomachs, dude.
I got to get this working a little better too.
Million ways to make money, and you're telling me we got no money? Unlimited ways to make money.
I know, dude. Our wives are fucking MRRs before us.
We're losers, dude.
But soon we'll be winners, dude. Soon
we'll be winners.
Soon we'll be winners. Sometimes you gotta lose to win.
You only lose when you quit. That's the answer.
Yep. You know how many times it took Thomas Edison to make the light bulb? Like 3,000. Yeah, 2,000. You know how many times it took WD-40?
40.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I think that might be my favorite story. WD-40.
Yep. Well, what does that say about us, Zulette? Vibe coding all these solutions to life off of the shoulders of stolen code.
Yeah, it's not so different. Honestly.
Yeah. We're all just stealing things from each other anyway.
Yep. Yeah, like literally, make this app kind of look like linear. Like I'm pretty sure that was one of my prompts at some point. Like, I mean, dude, it used the same library. The rest of you guys are so honest. Don't call themselves losers. I think until we make MRR, we are perpetual losers. But
I'm a loser.
pretty
dude.
soon,
I've been here, dude. I've been here for so many hours and days and weeks and months, and I still have 0 MRR. Come on, dude. Get a grip on reality and lock in and make it happen already.
currently,
Right?
yep, dude. Just gotta lock in. Just gotta stay locked in, dude. Just gotta
Imagine
stay
what my wife's
locked
thinking.
in.
Every day he wakes me up at 4 or 5 a.m. as he crawls out of bed, and every day he still makes 0 MRR.
Yep.
God,
Dude,
that's embarrassing.
It's mad funny, dude. Me and my wife talked, and it's like, oh, like I just made like $3 on Twitch this morning. He's like, okay, I just made like 150 from a private client, whatever. I'm like, ugh, I know,
Okay, perfect.
I know. Okay,
Shintai, let's go, Shintai. Look,
Nice,
that's what I
Shintai.
say sometimes. I go, yeah, look, streaming is worth it. Look at this.
Yeah. Oh, Shintai, thank you, man. Appreciate
Shintai.
you. The double sub, man. Thank you, Shintai. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you. Shintai, we're gonna MR
Thank
for
you,
you, dude.
Shintai.
Thanks, Shintai. Appreciate you, my man. Hey, we hit the sub goal. Hit the subs goal.
Shintai's invited to the yacht.
He's invited to the yacht. Yep. MR, thank you.
Always was, for the record. Always was.
Dude, you know what's funny? You see those hey, we got a hype train. You see
Let's go.
you see I'm sure you've seen like Levels IL, Mark Lou, all those guys, they basically
got a
say
yacht.
like, here's how much I made from all my apps this month, right?
Yeah.
You know? And it's just like they're making like fucking $60,000 a month. I responded to it and like literally I was like, I made like $150 on Twitch this month. I made no MRR from my apps.
Yep.
And it's just
MRR,
like,
dude.
oh, gotta get MRR.
Dude, the guy literally made an app called Poop Up with the logo being a fucking piece of shit, and makes more MRR than we make.
Yep.
And he made an app called Poop Up.
Yep.
What the hell's wrong with us, guys? Last time I started screaming like that, my son walked in. He goes, "Are you mad at them?" I'm like, "No, dude."
Yeah, my wife was walked in and be like, "Can you please quiet down?" She's like, "I'm so sorry. I can't wait for this new house,
Look at
man.
Poop Up.
Can't wait
Poop
for this
Up.
new house. Gonna be able to be on the first floor. No more waking up the family." Yeah, it's funny. Barely anyone uses that app anymore. So like, he gets like maybe like $20 a month from this, which is cool though, because it's like someone just, yeah, Poop Up, baby.
I don't even know what it is still.
I have no idea either. I thought it was a poop tracking app for the longest time, but I don't think that's what it is.
He needed Loopy to market it, because I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, agree.
All right, well, I got 5-6 soul extra high locked in on this thing, dude.
Let it rip. I just realized I'm not on fast mode like a fool, so let me hit fast. I'm telling you, man, get ready to be impressed and let it do computer use and do its thing. And yeah, man.
I'm on fast mode. Yeah, I'm on anything. I'm about to lose all my freaking tokens here soon. Now I'm gonna do a reset. I'm pretty sure I got one.
Yep. Stand by for the resets though, dude, because they said that they're gonna be resetting twice over the next 24 hours. Sorry.
Oh, nice. Let's reset, guys. Dude, if they take this away from us from the membership, then I'm gonna be so sad. Like Fable,
That'd
dude.
be a
Like,
bummer. Yeah.
I'm not redoing my Claude sub. I canceled it and I was gonna redo it because of how good Fable is, but absolutely not if they're not including it in the membership. Like, what are you talking about?
Shintai, yeah. I remember you did ship or die, right, Shintai? I think we talked about this. Sorry if I'm forgetting. The pirate community from the same guy. It's dead. Ordinary cash grab. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah, so I'm remembering all this now. Yeah, I think the value for me and Brent would just be like the networking opportunities, getting some of that visibility, meeting people. Like, to me, again, for me, it's hard to put a price tag on like building a network, I guess, and like just meeting people. Like, I don't know. I know it's subjective, and so everyone's comfortable with it. Me and Brent are still thinking about if we want to do it, because yeah, it's $300. But yeah, just like the value in the network and the people you meet, like, who knows who you meet through that. And so I think there's probably, to me at least, there's more value in that than there is the $300 for like the one-time cost for like the gamified shipping stuff, which is cool and fun, right? But I'd much rather just have an opportunity to meet people. There is no knowledge sharing, 0 versus 0 help. I think we're sharing Shintai. Yeah, we're still on the fence about it. Not even a free DataFast account. Interesting. Do you use DataFast, Shintai?
By the way, how about Shintai calling something a cash grab like that's a bad thing? I would do anything for a cash grab. That worked. Let me grab some cash. The hell, dude?
Damn. Okay.
Oh yeah, I would. Don't you clock me.
Yeah.
I want to grab some cash.
I disagree. Yeah, I also disagree. It's a cash grab. Yeah, it's like, it's very clear the terms. Like one time, I also can get behind the idea of like one time fee. Like here's what you get kicked off. You know, I don't know. It's whatever works. It's whatever works for you, right? It's like we're also trying to figure out if you're trying to figure out what works. We're trying to build a product that we feel good about. Oh, we got a hype chest. Sweet. Did you get a hype chest?
Hype chest. Let's go.
What happens? Do we open it?
Yeah, I'm mostly just trolling.
Rewards
I
personal
wouldn't.
best
I
emote.
wouldn't. I wouldn't do a.
What does that mean?
I wouldn't do a malicious cash grab, but I would love to build something that grabs cash.
Okay, talented. I paid 300 once for an entrepreneur group chat thing. In there, we all explain what we're building. One of the guys in there moved 45 phone numbers to my service and paid me 40k cents. Talented, good example. Yeah. The entire point is accountability. Look, I like Mark Liu. I like Mark Liu. I like what he's doing. We're just trying to figure out if the $300 is worth it. I think it is. I guess it's the same idea of like, it is what you make of it, right? It depends on your intent. I think to that point, talented, that $300 for me for the networking opportunity and meeting people and just like maybe there's a collaboration there, maybe just people giving us feedback, maybe people use it, who knows, right? But that to me is hard to put a price on for me. And yeah, look at where he led you, talented. I've shared the story on X once. I've only got once, and it was when I was pretty new on X. I was out 25 bones, so 25 bones. I'll take that L. I'll take the L, okay. But I basically got invited to be in like some exclusive VC group, and I had to like join this like Signal chat, and I got in there, and I was like, fuck, I just got. So I am hyper cognizant now of like any like cash for invite stuff, because I got. Okay, I took the L big time. I posted about it on X, and it just was like a warning sign. Like sometimes they're too good to be true, but it's Mark Liu. Obviously, you get people using it, so that's just advice to everyone to be careful. Futile, what is sites? I saw Reddit post about it in Codex. Yeah, futile. There is a new thing called ChatGPT sites, basically, I think. And you can basically deploy like you would a Vercel app right in Codex and ChatGPT, which is super cool. That's my understanding of it. Maybe I'll play with that later. Justin, don't you think that is more scenario where you're paying for something the actual product they're selling? Yeah, Justin, I think so. I think it's for the value. It's for me at least. It's more of like the, hey, we're paying for the networking opportunities instead of the product. Because guess what? The product never mattered anyway.
X.
Yeah. All right. Let me lock back in here, guys. Okay. Let's see. What else do we want to do? Oh, this dude, what is this? Chelsea Grin, Chelsea Smile. This song, dude. This song brings me back. I just realized the song was playing. I was so locked in. This is a banger, dude. This is a banger part of the song here. Oh, my screen just froze. What the hell's going on? This song brings me back to high school, man. This part of the song just hits different.
Sorry, I'm yelling at Talented for trying to volunteer 20 hours of work on Flowbase for less than 10K. I was literally trying to sell that to the people because you know what they said, Shintai? I got a quote. I have a direct quote from them, Shintai. $7,500. I will send it right now. That was the message. And you know what I said? I said, but you're not going to know what to do, right? Like, what are you going to do with it? And what does it mean to pay me $7,500? Which, by the way, I told Shintai we would split it, obviously. Well, yeah, I said, of course I argued. Because that just signed me up for God knows how many hours of setup and configuration, right? Because define 7,500. Run this exercise through your guys' brains.
I'll give
You
you a
probably
250
fucking
for it.
should. Probably should, dude. But define what is the artifact I'm handing over? What is the artifact I'm handing over? Is it a code base? Is it a deployed server? Is there a database associated? Is there a fucking Telnix account which is required to actually make money or to actually make phone calls? See, like, no, if I gave them a GitHub, they would literally say, "What's a GitHub?" So, what are you gonna do?
Dude, speaking of deals and stuff, again, I shouldn't say I probably know your take on Mark Liu, but I've seen stuff on Trust MRR sell, dude, that has zero MRR for like $1,000, $2,000 just off the premise of the idea, which I think is really interesting now. So we're seeing apps being sold that just like, hey, here's a cool idea, and I can take it and run with it. So we are going to get MRR though, so that's not going to be a problem we have. But I just found that really interesting the other day. I think Mark Liu tweeted a transaction was done on Trust MRR for someone that had no MRR, and someone still bought it.
That is
So worth noting for you guys as
oh,
well. Just food for thought. Food for thought. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's fair, Shintai. Okay, yeah. I understood. All good. All right. I had a friend went to build an F0 MRR, went to local meetup for business owners, sold for 40K. Dude, there you go. There you go. I actually went to a local meetup here in Syracuse, and I just told people like, hey, like it's just a local dev meetup, um, and it was cool. And I said, hey guys, I'm streaming on Twitch. I got like five people followed, like just from talking to them, and I think I might have inspired some people to maybe start doing it too, which is cool. He bought it like 4 days. Yeah, no, Shinta, yeah, I didn't mean to put words in your mouth by any means. It's fair. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm cooking on something for.
my 5.6 is cooking. I don't know what it's doing, but something's about to happen, guys. So stay tuned.
Let's
Something's
see.
about to happen.
All right, let me take a look back at launch loop. Let's see, what do we want to do? I guess, all right, so you have two issues basically for creating the markdown and the voice file. I consider those both done, right? Like the initial markdown for product and voice, would you consider those at least initially completed? I'm just trying to close some linear stuff.
Repeat the question.
The product and voice markdown files. So you think that those are fair to mark as done, like for initial content creation? I'm not sure if you're still using these issues or not, but I'm just wondering.
Oh no! Again, my linear used to subpar, unfortunately. Yeah. I think they are now. I'm actually cleaning. I'm grooming them and making them more useful. But yeah. I the they would like that flow is fit like 1.0 is finished, but I'm
Yeah.
immediately working on 2.0.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. And I'm just curious, just because for some reason. Oh, never mind. I thought it was sent to me. All right, never mind. We're good. Yeah. You can do whatever you want with those. Basically, if you own the issue, like you can do whatever you want with it. I'm just looking through all mine that are assigned and trying to think of something that'll move the needle a lot next. Which is probably starting to market. uh. So actually, okay. I remember what I wanted to do. I need to clean up that marketing strategy stuff we have as well. For my organic X outreach strategy. There's a little bit
Broccoli
more
boy
UI I gotta do.
the Broccoli Boys could build flow base in a day in the same way Talented can. That is fact. Anybody can build something in a day. I will give you that.
I gotta look at.
Broccoli Boys, Talented, Dev Dad, we could all build something in a day. Now, is it deployable, usable, valuable, marketable? You know, then you start really, oh crap. And then all of a sudden tomorrow comes. That's the problem, guys. When you say you could build something in a day, eventually tomorrow comes. And then, oh, you missed it, right? That happened to us with this app. That happened to basically every app I've ever said I could build in a day. You can vibe an entity into existence in a day. Anybody can do that. Can you build a product that is functional, sellable, and marketable in a day? In my opinion, not even in a month. Maybe if you locked up in, you could in a month, but like you'd probably come close to that month line before you can actually get something out the door. I'm not talking to Talented directly, by the way. I'm talking to the concept of I'm talking about the concept of like people saying, "Oh, with AI I could build it in a day." It turns out that's fake news. That's fake news because I used to believe it is true.
I'll say this as well,
It's
dude.
fake news.
If it was easy to do, everyone would be making 10K MRR. If it was
I don't know
easy
anybody.
to do, every person we know would be making 10K MRR. It's hard, dude. Building a business is hard. It's really hard.
I don't know anybody who started. I don't know. Let me put it this way. I don't know anybody who's made zero MRR in their life, right? Just like me, they've made no money. AI came out and now they're making money. Can somebody in the chat chime in if you've done that? If you literally made no money and since AI is out, now you make money. These people don't exist. We have many people in the chat who already made money, and guess what? AI came out and they're still making money, or they're making more money. Sure, because they already understand the processes. Nothing has changed with AI, it turns out. We're just morons who think we could build something in a day now. Sure, anybody could build something in a day, but it's not going to work. And that's what we've learned. And this solution is kind of a step in that direction of, oh shit, I built something, but I got to market it. Well, let us help you. And there's probably going to be other tools out there that can maybe take the time, take the amount of time from idea creation to actual first MRR to shorten that distance. Loopy is integral in that. You got to market it, dude. You got to market it. You got to post. You got to market it. Like, you literally have to. There's probably other things that can come out too.
Turns out the product never mattered. Turns out the features
never mattered. The product never mattered, dude. The product. What idiots to think it did.
Yeah. Just catch up on chat. Yeah, making money before AI is probably the place to be. And now you can just, like, once you have customers, now you can just build things for them much faster. Zulix, building something rudimentary as a proof of concept, a good product does not make. Yeah, it just, there's a difference between like a fun, cool prototype and something you actually try to get MRR behind, So that's that is what we are trying to navigate, my friend.
It's really good news for all of us who care a lot. It's really good news. Because nothing's changed. If you thought AI was taking your job, maybe it does one day. I don't know. But today, AI hasn't done shit for people who don't have additional skill sets, right? So the grinding of additional skill sets is still required and necessary, which is why the Broccoli Boys, sure, they made my Discord bot. They got me on that one, and that one I took that one on the chin a little bit. I made them a Discord bot and I charged them $500 a month for it. They didn't respond. They pointed Claude Code at my Discord bot and said clone that, and it did, which it was I literally did that one in 1 hour. So okay, boohoo, you got me. I thought I might be able to get a cash grab there, but then they tried to create Flowbase. They failed. and then came running to me saying, can we have your app instead? So they didn't have the additional resources. Now they never bought Flowbase, so I failed. But I'm also kind of tapped out on that space.
All right.
Also, by the way, any sale I pull off on Flowbase is split with Shintai because it's literally his app now. But obviously, I think if I could sell the app, Shintai would be more than thrilled. So we're kind of on a team now. Shintai put a $500 investment in to basically be on a team to see who can sell Flowbase. Dude, Trano got fish and chips.
Send a
Biggest
pic.
fish
We
you've
need a
ever
pic.
eaten. I'm sick to my stomach over how good that probably is, dude. What kind of fish? Sorry, dude. I
We need
feel
a
like you've been
pic.
trying to chime in for like
No,
10
you're good.
minutes.
No, I've been locked in over here. I've been locked in, man. I've been locked in.
Haddock, oh my god, dude. I can't believe it, dude. That's the best fried fish there is.
Dude, okay, Brent. If you ever head back to Syracuse, maybe
Yep.
we'll go and do this, dude. The fish fryer downtown Syracuse is hands down the best fish I've ever had.
And I'm sure they've got
So
haddock
good.
right in that thing, dude.
Oh,
I'm sure they do.
excellent.
Haddock was a Syracuse staple, dude.
I'm telling you, I'm sure Doug's fish fry. I mean, that's good,
Oh
right?
yeah. What about Euclid Diner? You ever know the Euclid
Oh yeah,
Diner?
I drive by it almost daily. Not
Is
daily,
it still
but often.
is it still running?
It is, but it's not pink anymore. It's like gray and plain,
Oh,
but
those
it's still there.
losers. Well, go ahead and pop. Back in the day, guys, I used to go in there and they'd be ripping cigs at the bar.
Yep,
God,
yep.
we missed out on a good era. God, that could
I
have been
was-
so sick.
I was just talking about that, man. People just used to rip cigs inside, and you would come home and like your entire suitcase and your clothes and everything would just smell like cigarettes. But you just got used to it. Like even if you didn't smoke, your clothes would just
We
perpetually
missed
smell like
out.
smoke, and no one noticed. Isn't that crazy?
We missed out.
You
We
know
missed out.
You know why cigarettes absolutely ripped? Marketing. They marketed the hell out of cigarettes.
And I would have smoked the hell out of them.
And what lesson is that?
If the health risks were ignored.
Dude, I'm telling you, you can market anything. You can market a cancerous product if you market it well. Good lesson in cigs.
People have been smoking shit with which what the hell's wrong with people, by the way? But people have been smoking shit since the beginning of time. Imagine be like, yeah, I got this here piece of plant. I should probably light it on fire and smoke it, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Whoever came up with that idea was a moron.
Oh man.
And then we're like, let's try various plants to see which ones do different things.
Yep. It's like, hey, let's see if this is. You know who probably died as a result of that? People probably tried to smoke like poison ivy and like smoke all kinds of things.
Oh yeah.
It was like, dude, it's like, all right, hey man, you draw the shorter stick. You got to try it now. You're like, all right, he just died from that. Well, let's not smoke that anymore.
Dude, Akira and Shintai, with all love and respect, all due love and respect, all the love and respect in the world, I don't have the heart to even log into Telnix ever again unless it's worth my while, because that brings back a very long and deep grind memory that I have that I don't want to tap back into because I'm too locked in on my new product. So if it was worth my time, I would, but it's likely not. That's the sad news. You're gonna have to migrate to Twilio. That's your reality, Shintai. Higher talented, he could do it in a day. He could do it in a day. So pay him what, $5,000 and he'll have it migrated in a day.
Edit today button.
I'm kind of not kidding. I think that could happen. Yeah, and then you have a working dialer.
That works like Google Calendar and brings the user back to their current day, week, month.
Guys, this is how I use AI, by the way. I usually let it cook and then I'll use the word super summarize in bullet points and how good do you think it is? And I just take its word for it.
Dude, I'm telling you what, soul, man. Soul rips. I gotta say. All right,
Hmm.
let's go
They gave
here.
it great ratings.
How
Sounds
solid?
great. Let's try it.
Pretty solid.
It said it's good. You gotta believe it if it says it's good, right?
Absolutely, dude. All right. All right. So, Brand, I know I've been working on stuff. It's those little UI things you mentioned, but you know those things are gonna matter. I've been doing some cleanup stuff. I just been poking around, really just the content library and content schedule, and making sure that these are like pretty airtight.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything you think I should be hammering home on? I know the loopy stuff has got to come to, and I want to basically be able to ask loopy, and I'll probably even make it a pre-made prompt, and so again preemptively prompt it for that two-step process, right? Fill my calendar, sorry, fill my content library, fill my content schedule. That's kind
Dude,
of what I want to work towards next, I think.
in my 2 cent is this, dude. Loopy is the chatbot is a cool wrapper around the actual product. So what that means to me is you're not building the two-step process so Loopy the chatbot has the ability to do it. You are building the bones of the application so that we have this concept of we need to generate content in a real way, and then we need to schedule content in a
I
real
got you.
way.
Yeah, I see
And
what you're
then
saying. Yeah, yeah.
different things can trigger these mechanisms. One of them is the chatbot. The other one is a cron job. The next one down the road is going to be a webhook. The fourth one's going to be a button.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think of Loopy the chatbot, in my mind, think of how the product as a whole needs to solve problems, and Loopy is basically able to click a button for you.
Yeah,
So you get
yeah.
the nice feel of the chat, but you're setting us up for success because again, the pie in the sky goal is I log in, I add 5 integrations, and I go back to cooking. And all of a sudden I wake up in the morning and I got 10 new followers because Loopy did something. I go, holy shit, it worked.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
And the guy never chatted to the AI bot ever. All
Right,
he
right.
did was set it up in our automations,
Yes.
solved it. So Loopy, the
Okay.
chat
Yep.
is dope,
Yep.
but the
I
automations
yes.
are where we win.
Okay. And I think that was important that you just said that because I agree with all that. And I guess for me, whenever I say Loopy, I keep referring to like the Loopy as the chatbot, but Loopy really is our entire system with
Right.
everything. And so yeah,
Yes.
I'll be more specific on that. But yes, I agree.
Okay.
I
Okay.
does
Okay.
that make sense? Like I guess I was
Yeah.
referring to
Yeah.
Loopy as always the chatbot, but you're right. Loopy is everything. Loopy is the automation marketing assistant, and maybe we tackling that.
Yeah.
Loopy is the marketing automation assistant.
Because I deeply believe chatbots are kind of mid and ideally not necessary. That
Yep.
doesn't mean don't do them, right? But like the best product in the world is a product you never have to interact with again.
Right. Right.
Right?
Right. Right.
Okay. So what's a step backwards from okay, I can't solve that. What's a step back? A natural language you can speak to then solve your problem. That's
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if you can't solve that? A set of configurations you have to set up with button clicks that can do it for you.
Yep.
Okay, what if you can't solve that? Well, now you got to write code to be able to set your see what I mean? There's like layers to
Yeah.
what it means to be super successful. It's super useful. Doing like zero user input. And you know what? I'm a genius. I just realized because this is an original thought. And I remember Elon Musk literally said this about driving cars. He said, the best user experience is zero input. Like
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
to not
Yep.
have
Yep.
you touch the steering wheel. Every time you touch the steering wheel, aka every time you have to talk to the chatbot or go into the UI and click buttons, is a necessary failure option.
Mm-hmm.
But our mission is you never even log in and it
Right.
just solves
Right.
it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And
Autopilot.
that's from the world's first trillionaire. I just realized he's the one who actually said that, not me.
Yep.
But I was an original thought guy, so
No,
that
dude,
gets onto something.
I agree. Yeah, less configuration, less thing to think about. That's what we want to get. I guess the reason, and maybe I haven't explained it, the reason I keep reaching for the chatbot is just because it's somewhere to at least test it before we automate it, right? I guess. And
A
that's how I look,
thousand.
you know what I mean?
I am not
So,
hating on it at all. I am not hating on
no,
it
I
at
know,
all.
I know.
But all my only mission is yes. And if that's the case, when you say test it, that means you're building it in a way the chatbot's not necessary, but
Exactly.
the chatbot can trigger it. If that's the way
Exactly.
you
That's how
then
I'm
you're
thinking of
nailing
it.
it from the get go.
That's exactly how I'm thinking of it. It's just like, okay, right now I
Dude,
gotta manage
then
this, but
boom.
the loopy system, whatever we want to call loopy. Loopy is just everything, right? But yeah,
Right.
eventually the chatbot will just be able to do it on its own behalf. Maybe it doesn't do it at all. Maybe it is all just
Right.
hidden from the user behind the jobs, right? But it would be kind of cool
Yes,
to see.
yes.
I guess from like an end user point of view, basically like any job that's run too. Even like, why not just put that in the Loopy OS chatbot and be like, hey, I'm processing this job for this, right? Let the user know what's happening a separate way. Maybe they don't care, right? But for testing and just letting people know, I think that'd be useful.
Huh?
Also, Shintai, sorry, I got your chat. I built a nice skill in Fable cross agent review for GPT 5.6 Soul Max effort. I found 3 uses I missed. All now fixed. Yeah, dude, it's tricky, right? Because like the same might have happened back and forth. So I think having agents cross check each other, that's just something I've been wanting to do for a while, is basically have plan mode happen in Fable and then execution happen in Codex. But yeah, just, each chatbot is going to have its pros and cons. They're going to miss things and hallucinate on occasion. But no, thanks for sharing. That's cool. If you have like an open source skill or something, feel free to share it. We want
Guys,
Loopy. We're getting close.
I gotta bail on you. My boy's awake with a headache, so I'm gonna. He's a 5-year-old now, guys. By the way, everybody tell him happy birthday.
Happy birthday, bud.
They're all saying happy birthday to you. He's a 5-year-old now. Here, come show him how big you are. Look how big
Hey,
he is,
the
guys.
birthday
Does
boy.
he look 5? Look, there you are. Wait, come this way.
The birthday
There
boy.
you are. Nice job. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's a big boy. All right, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go help him out and just hang out with the fam in general. Happy Friday. Obviously off the next 2 days. Trano. Congrats. Sus comment. Congrats on the fish, though. I hope you enjoyed it. And Pep, great work today, dude. Keep grinding. And everybody, just thanks for being here. You guys are great. So let's keep grinding, and we'll touch base on Monday, and I'll be in the chat afterwards a little bit later today. So catch everyone later.
Later, Brent.
Peace.
I'll be off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just as a reminder. But we'll catch up
All
back
right.
when I'm back on Thursday.
Don't worry. Beautiful, dude. All right. Well, we'll be in touch in the interim.
Yeah, exactly, dude. All right, man. Take it easy. Happy Friday.
All right. Later, guys.
Hey, what's going on? That's Sav, not me waving at my screens if you can see me. I love it, man. I love that. See you first week of August, off on holiday. Nice, man. Enjoy your time, Shintai. Yeah, just as a reminder, I'll be out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, back Thursday. I'll probably will not be lurking. We'll be betting on horses. All right, let's see. Okay, so we should have a today button going. So if we're all over here, today. Perfect. I love when things work. All right. And if we do today, that'll bring us back to today. Month. Let's go to September. Boom. Perfect. All right, we got this feature running. Looks good. Open up PR and merge to main. Nice. All right, let's leave the jam. And Kira, gonna get this one going for you. Okay. Apparently, lock-in mode. We get this music going. All right, making good progress here on this content calendar. All right, let's see. Japan. Oh, Shinji, going to Japan, dude? I think I knew that. Let's see. Yeah, my July is always crazy every year, so I'm gonna kind of be hit or miss. But yeah, next week out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then end of August I'll be out as well. 19 days, nice man. Enjoy that time. Take a lot of pics. Are you doing like a tour guide or anything, or you got anything planned for the stay there? Any place you want to hit? I've never been there. I do want to go on someday. That'd be super cool. Hang on, just look at. All right, so let's see. All right, so we're cooking on Black Relay as always and Launch Loop. We've got to rip these tokens. We're getting a reset, so we might as well let them rip, right? I'm just taking a look. What I wanted to do next for Black Relay. I do want to have inverse kinematics. I don't even know what that means, but I want to make those animations look better. That'd be cool. Right now I'm doing a basic character selection. We have 33 characters. We have 33 characters in Black Relay, and we're gonna be able to choose through them. And then we're gonna get the talented and Akira bots going. The mechs are gonna have them battle each other. I am seriously considering doing like a supporter pack. I don't want to do a Kickstarter, guys. Like I don't, cause like I don't know when I'm gonna launch this. I don't know when I'm gonna launch Black Relay. Loopy, we're getting damn close to, but you know, Brent's doing Shireland. I think it's cool. Just to use the AI tools, bring all lessons learned back and forth. Big round trip, nice, dude. All right, so you definitely got a plan then. Nice, dude. 3 days per. When music with Alex Hermo's remixing, tell people to do marketing. Yeah, can someone get an AI song for us going? That is just like locking music the whole time, like inspirational music over it that just plays the entire time on our stream. Okay, Black Relay. I'm gonna get like an email sign up on here at some point. People will think this is cool or interesting. I'm considering, I don't know, this is also just be like lessons learned for Stripe that I think would be cool. Like having just like a basic supporter pack. Like maybe it's like, I don't know, like 10 or 20 bucks, or maybe like 3 tiers, like 20, 50, 100. I don't know. Just like, and then you get yourself put in the game or something. I've been thinking about that. I think that'd be kind of cool. I do want to have like the talented and Akira bots fight each other. I want to put you guys in. That'd be so sick. I'm gonna think about that. Been thinking about that. I don't know. I don't want to spread myself too thin, but like I feel very strongly about like this Unity dev stuff. I think it's super cool. And I'm just making like crazy good progress in this, and I want to get this in people's hands like sooner than later, even if it's like the crappy prototype versions of it. And I feel like if I get same thing with like Launch Loop, right? Like once we get like our first MRR, I think a lot's gonna change. I'm kind of thinking the same idea for maybe Black Relay. I don't know, maybe like motivate me more. And like, I don't even know what those tiers look like. So you guys have to help me figure them out. Like maybe it's like, you know, naming the credits, you get your own mech up front. I don't know, right? I just think that'd be an interesting thing. But I do think like once we get like our first MRR, like a lot will change with Launch Loop. Like it'd be like, all right, we have users on board, something like that. Find a way for me to code my bot and Nikira to code his without us being able to see each other's bots. That'd be sick. Code Royale. Okay, I don't know if you guys know about Sav, if he's still lurking, but he streams like flight simulation stuff, and I don't know anything about that, but there's like super crazy intricate mech like flight system controls and stuff. I popped in your chat yesterday, Sav. Have you vibe code the interiors of the mechs, dude? Like all those little cool mechanics, like, or even vehicle, I like, or just help me figure out what the hell that looks like. Because I think having like an intricate system for like your mech, like, oh shit, I just got hit with a giant missile. Now I gotta go and like fix the wires. I don't know if that'd be fun or not. But the mech stuff is so cool to me, and that's gonna be like obviously like a huge part of the game for this. So yeah, Sav, we're gonna open source the code, and you can just vibe code. You can just vibe code it. I'm gonna open source this pretty soon and just be like, all right, if you want to put something in the game, go for it. That'd be kind of interesting. For so many tokens with Akira. Yeah, all right. We're gonna allow you to sign up. We're gonna allow you to sign up via API key, and in the mech, you can use your mech to fight people, and you can also have a little computer. So we're gonna put a computer in it, and it's gonna run codecs. It's like I say that like it's insane, but like you could do that. You could do that, right? It's something that could be done. Sab, I'll just play the thing. I know nothing about how their builds. Draw me a damn weird vision. I'll have a look. Yeah, dude. I don't know the first thing about it. So just be cool to I don't know anything about any of that. But when I watch your stream, like, oh, this is pretty crazy. Like these in-depth systems, and I like to have a pretty cool in-depth system for mechs too. That'd be really fun. Even if it's just like customization or something. I don't know. Yeah, so I know the vibe again. You're still doing your Drupal stuff, right? Or are you in WordPress now? I think you're kind of in between a lot of them. All right. Today button should be shipped between both of them. Gotcha. All right. So we just shipped a today button so it can bring you back to your correct place for the posting schedule. And then we're doing a character customization or character selection screen rather for the Black Relay. So let's get that going. I don't think this even works on mobile, and this navigation doesn't make sense. All right. We're going to rip our work tree here, because why not? We got the tokens to spare. Normally, you guys know my thoughts on work trees. But we're kind of... Black Relay is kind of like a monorip right now. So we have our marketing site, our docs, and our Unity game. Probably need to move them out at some point, but let me get this going. Update the marketing site so the links are pulled to the right, and add a mobile hamburger menu. All right, so you'll worksheet for that. All right, so now we should have today going. Between both of them, finally convinced the group to do a rebuild in Drupal, which is lovely, and they're busy learning how it works. Nice. Yeah, dude. I'm glad that they finally got to convince at least. He should just show up, man, vibe the whole thing, and be like, hey guys, it's done. Alright, let's see. Okay, so content, schedule. Just deployed. Alright, so now if we flip through, let's see. Then we go today. Perfect. Boom. Cool. We got today working. Sweet. Alright. Archive that. Alright, so I'm thinking about adding, just to kind of get this continued testing, basically do like fill my content calendar, or give me 10 posts to fill instead of this stuff for the pre-filled. I've already done the other feedback. I had some other UI feedback I wanted to address. We just got all that UI feedback pretty much handled. Let's see what else we want to do here. Move the 3-dot menu. Let's see. I like the idea of that recurring post too a lot. Oh, okay. Here's something important. For actually posting, want to take a look at adding, where was it? Integrations. All right. We want to take a look and see if we can use this Twitter API credits for sending the posts instead of using the native X API, because it will be cheaper, we think. So we'll take a look at that. Then I like, okay, WordPress is open source, but it's not really whereas Drupal is. A bit heavier on the overhead maintenance, but that's fine. I'll probably automate it, yeah. I remember like what was it like? This is probably old news now, but when there was that huge conflict stuff with like what was it, WP Engine or something. I remember like people like were really upset about that. I can't remember what it was, but people, someone probably knows. They basically like WordPress.org sued someone. WP Engine. What was that story again? I don't know. People like decided to move off as a result of that, but I remember that being. I can't remember the story if I'm being honest with you, but all right, computer use is so good. Computer use. Computer use just rules, dude. Always jumping the WordPress road. Seems like it. Man, computer use. Computer use. Let's do this thing. Let's open the menu. It's fine with me. So resizing, checking all the views. Perfect. How long has that been going for? 3 minutes. Oh yeah, this picture thing is super cool too, but it looks like it doesn't do it. It's basically whatever the agent sees. It shows a little like picture view on the right hand side here, but I think I just stopped doing it. Oh, that was very cool. All right, let's get something going in launch soup. Okay, so we want to lock in here. Plan. The shift tab doesn't work anymore as the keybind for this. I think it's now an accessibility thing. Okay. I want to explore using the Twitter API integration for integrating the posts to actually post out instead of using the native X API. I want to weigh the pros and cons of both. Right now, it costs about 1 cent per tweet using the official X API, and that's worth noting that is working, and it's working well. However, using the Twitter API, which we set up, it may work better if we use that. So can we take a look at that in terms of the integrations for that, and basically add another option here under the integration configuration? I want to weigh the pros and cons first, so help me figure out the cost implication for that. Based on the Twitter API, I want to understand how much that'll use in terms of cost per post and so forth. So help me understand all that and figure out if it makes sense to move off of the official X API and instead use the Twitter API here. Let's go to plane mode. Get off plane mode. So let's see. Yeah, 1 second. Secrets. Pull secrets up quick. All right, let's see. Signed up news. Guys. Okay, he's not here today, I don't think. Tito, if you're here, give us a shout. You might be lurking. I was in the admin panel and poking around. He'll probably cancel. Don't know. But we have our first user on the free trial. He may have just been wanting to give us feedback. I don't know. But I'm looking in the admin panel right now. This is why you're not showing on the screen. We have someone that is signed up yesterday, and their 7-day trial kicks in on the 16th. So that's exciting. That is exciting. But he may cancel before then. I don't know. But that's pretty damn cool. He was in the chat yesterday. He might just been lurking and trying to give us feedback, which, if he is, all good. I know he had a lot of feedback for us, too. That'd be very sick, though. That'd be very sick if he converted. That's pretty cool, guys. First one. Wow, cool. I'm pretty stoked about that. All right. Oops. Okay, let's see. First of many, hoping so. Let me take a look at our post talk too, actually. think I showed you guys before. Product analytics, web analytics is what I want. And people are on the site, which is cool. People are on the site, probably me and Brent mostly. Last 7 days. Let's do the last 90 days. Alright, people are going to the site. Probably mostly me and Brent. But we got people here. Well, I'm from China. Half these are probably me and Brent. Okay, so this is me. Most of these are me. Yeah, Postdog is sick. Postdog is so good. Hey, Golden Brady, good afternoon. How we doing? LS at the 5.6. Yeah, 5.6 rules. The computer stuff is very good. Computer use is excellent. It hasn't, I guess, done like groundbreaking work for me, right? But because I think 5.5 was so good. But it just seems like, I guess maybe my expectation was, okay, like 5.5 do this task, and maybe it has like one or two things I got to do a follow up. My expectation was kind of like it would have just done those one or two things out of the gate. But yeah, the computer use is like lightning fast now. Front end design just fixed, which is a huge thing. Front end design. My workflow is always basically make an image with image gen, and then basically have implement the design. They're able to do designs well. Yeah, 5.6 computer use is lightning fast on Soul. For me, it is at least. I don't want to say like lightning fast may not be the right word. It's faster, but to me, it seems to be way faster. That's been my experience so far, at least. Golden Brady, I got, and maybe I didn't really watch computer use that often, so I don't really have a good benchmark. But it seems as though my tasks so far are completing faster, because most of mine is like half implementation, maybe like 3/4 implementation, then a fourth of it is computer use for like the QA and stuff. That fourth of it for the computer use seems to be much faster. Compared to human, how is this computer use speed? Still slower than a human, but I'd say faster. Again, these are subjective words, right? It just seems faster in general. If that makes sense. I don't know. I don't have a good benchmark. Just seems a little faster. Using 3.5 Spark and it's fast before. Gotcha. For computer use. What is 3.5 Spark? Remind me. Is that who is that from? And then Golden Brady. I got too ambitious and ran a prompt on Ultra on my Plus account and ran a reduce before that were finished. Yeah, Golden Brady, that's funny. That was actually the experience with Brand using Fable. Yeah, Ultra, be careful. I've actually been defaulting to 5.6 Soul on higher medium to start. If you have really crazy tasks, that's when you can run on Ultra, but Ultra takes a really long time to complete as well. I don't know. Do I want to reserve this? Not sure. I don't know, Codex. Do I want to do this? 5.3 Spark. Okay, sorry. That's what I thought you meant. 5.3 Spark. I don't know if the computer use stuff is tied into the models or if it's just like an overall Codex thing. Talented. I'm not sure. I say 65 grandma with arthritis. You're still finding it slow? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I might have. I'm a little too cheap to get the pro account, but I might have to reconsider and take the plunge. Golden Brady, I would recommend, even if try it for a month. Try it for a month, and then if you don't like it, you can cancel your sub. But there are guaranteed resets. I think at least 2 happening over the next 24 hours. So upgrade, let it rip, and then if you don't like it, you can always downgrade. That'd be my suggestion. But again, do whatever you see fit. All right. Local 2001. All right. Much better. Merge this feature branch to main. All right. Okay, we're just doing some research here. All right, we're just thinking about if we want to X observed. Yeah, so it is much cheaper, but that is a good point. The authentication model. It's already set up though. All right, we'll think about that later. We'll think about that later, but that is probably something we want to think about just for cost, but whatever. We'll do this. We'll do this at some point. Okay, make a linear issue for this and assign it to me. Assign it to me to come back to later. That's one thing I like about Linear too, the plugin. So like here's something I just had a brainstorming session on, right? And it's like I didn't have a Linear issue before, and now it's like, all right, use the Linear plugin and create this for me, and I'll look at it later. I've been actually doing that quite a lot for features. Sounds too fast. You like it? Yeah. Again, I don't know if computer use is like if it's faster between like 5.5 and 5.6, for example, or if it's like a more of a codex thing. I'm not sure. I've tried it on every computer use mod. Yeah, what are the results? Is it faster or slower with different models? That's the thing that I am not sure about yet. Way faster than 5.5 was okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Twice as fast. Yes. Okay, I'm not wrong. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I haven't been really benchmarking that much, but I knew it was faster in some capacity. But again, fast and slow are subjective words. So. All right, cool. All right, we got the navigation updated there. All right. This is why I love linear. So I was like, okay, I need to do this at some point. It just made this for me with all the context in the thread. Very cool. Very cool. All right. All right, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I want to work on next. Probably marketing, huh? Okay, yes, marketing. So in pursuit of marketing, we want to get this story page updated. All right, so we are going to get this story, and then this is in pursuit of organic marketing and X, that system that we had created a while back. Because I think at this point, the feature sets are looking pretty good. I'm gonna delete some of these test projects just so we get these out of here. Settings, delete, test 2. Test. Switch organization, want to be in test, settings, delete this as well. Tests. So many tests. All right. Let's see. So if I drill in here, let's see, go to my name. I'm going to clean up this overview page a hair. This is looking pretty good. Okay, yeah, so that works to check on X. So we can basically see something if it's deleted or not. But when we check it, it doesn't say it's deleted. I'm not really super concerned about that, but probably got to improve that flow a little bit. People aren't going to care that much about this long term once we get this automated anyway. Okay, we're gonna update the marketing stuff. We're gonna pursue marketing, and we have an admin system that is set up to basically add prospects. So we're going to get this a little further along here. So X, LinkedIn, Facebook. Let me just make sure. What did this say? Okay, yeah. All right. And then we got 4. So this should still work. All right, we're going to clean up the story page a little bit. Okay, that's what we're working on next. Plan. We currently have in the admin interface, we have a marketing pill that allows us to add prospects and so forth and reach out to people and have an organic X marketing strategy. I want to clean up the /4 pages. Given how we no longer have the ability to have the original posts, I want to make sure that this page, when someone clicks the try button, right now it's not going anywhere. It's just going to hashtag try. So have this redirect them to the actual login flow. And what I want to do is also clean up the marketing material on this page. So we talk about basically where the product is today and where the product will go and so forth. I want to have that link to our story page and basically make this much more succinct. In addition, add a boilerplate video section here, because I'm going to record a short 60-second video when I perform organic outreach on X. So help me kind of make those changes there. I think this story page is good for the /4, but it's just far too long. It needs to be concise now with the given context, kind of as how our product has evolved over time. So help me make those changes. We're in play mode, so we can start to get this marketing organic X tool in a better position here. Pursuit of marketing. So yeah, the idea basically is once we get this in a spot that Brent and I are very happy with, we have this basically, so pretend someone's on X, right? We have this little tool, we can add a prospect, add their information. I don't need this tone anymore, just realizing. I don't need to get a URL either. So let me actually do that before I forget. We don't need either of these. Screenshots are still super slow on my Mac, which is just a crazy, crazy problem to have. My built-in screenshots are bogging down my computer every time I take them. I gotta figure out why that is. Also, we need to remove the tone from this prospect screen because we're no longer doing that. And we can also remove the GitHub repo URL. We don't need that either. And in fact, allow me to see the entire copy that will be generated from this added prospect, because I may want to put some kind of final touches and tweaks on it to make it more personal. So I want to be able to see like the final message that ultimately when I click the copy DM button will be sent out, and I should be able to see it exactly on this added prospect modal, so I know exactly what is going out to the end users for the organic marketing. The sending telemetry. You know what it might be? It might be that I'm running about 50,000 things in Unity. Here's my port deck, which I got to make public at some point. Check this out. These are all the MCP servers and stuff. Look at this. Isn't this ridiculous? Black Relay, Unity, 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 Unity. They might be, actually. That's probably what it is, yeah. Yeah, and this is just because I got like 1,000 MCP servers. Well, it's one MCP server, but every like session spins one up and then doesn't kill it. Here, I'll show you guys. Edit project settings. I think this is where this is all coming from, I believe. So if we do Unity MCP server, yeah. So this is basically every session spins up with this new here, and it doesn't have a good way to like kill them, I guess. So yeah, over time you can see this obviously builds up pretty quickly. I think, at least. I'm not sure. I'm probably not understanding something fully about this. But you can see that these are running on multiple processes. I gotta understand this a little more myself, honestly, but whatever. Got 64 gig of RAM, so who cares? Yeah, exactly. We'll just talk more resources. We got 64 gig of RAM. What else are using? How does the messenger behave after project was created? Yeah, Precision React, I like that. For the add modals exact final message, should the okay. We're all right. So we can go till 9 today. I'm gonna show you guys the exact marketing strategy I'm gonna do, and I think it's gonna work well. And I'm gonna use myself as an example, because I don't want to like go in my DMs on Twitter and do any of that. But I'll show you guys. I think it'd be pretty cool once you get this working. For the add modals exact final message, should the tracked 4 y'all be shown? Yeah, do button loudly. That's fine. All right. All right, guys. Black Relay should have character selection working now. Let's see. Black Relay wrappers, main menu, wrapper on carousel. I think this is on a work tree, so I don't know if I'm going to see the changes. Where is the character selection? I'm not seeing. Let's get this going here quick. All right, we'll go back to that. Why am I not seeing this? We should have a new settings screen. Might be on a work tree. I'm not sure. Yeah, it must be doing something. So every time I command shift 4, take the screenshot, and it just hangs in the bottom right corner. Stream's still here. Can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully, am I still alive? Whenever I screenshot, it just goes great. All good? Okay, I was making sure. All right. I'm still not seeing on the main menu this character selection option. All right, let me get this going, then I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do for X marketing. Keep that for now. What should happen to the generated DM depot copy? Tie that up. Yep. Let's see. We're going to do a... Yeah, this would be an unlisted YouTube video. All right. Refresh me, say perfect. And then paying for the weekend. Yes. Give me 1 second. What the hell is going on here? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's why. Okay. Let me get this closed out. Say, oh yeah, we made some changes on main for the marketing site. So pull from main, then gets my close out of Unity. Yeah, this weekend we will be going on a little vacation with the family. I'm gonna be watching some horse races in Saratoga, and I got a little campsite there. So yeah, that's what we got going on this weekend. Zulex, be a lot of fun. I probably won't be able to tune in for anything Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but yeah, I'll be hanging out there. Looking forward to it. So it's a fun time. It's just nice to be outside. I'm gonna bet on some horses. Lose a lot of money. It's gonna be great. We're gonna lose probably hundreds of dollars. It's gonna be sick. And I'm just gonna make it up all through the MR we're gonna make, so it'll be fine. Right? It'll be fine. We're gonna make MR, so I'll make up for it. Yeah, no, it's just we do it every summer, so it's a lot of fun. Okay, I like it. I like it. Go ahead and implement it. All right, so we're that was me too. Yep. I don't know when they released the horse names, but it's like there's strategy involved and stuff. And you can take a look at prior winnings, and I don't do a lot of sports betting, so I got to figure that out. You know, I normally just bet on the names, sometimes the numbers, sometimes the places. It's a lot of fun though. I don't know if anyone is into like barstool sports or whatever, but Dave Portnoy's house is like he'll be there this weekend probably. When it's released, ask Solar Control browser reaches the mall, etc. Fucks in it. That's the one thing. We'll see if Soul can help us out. Maybe it can. Probably could actually. It's actually not a bad idea. I can probably just chat GPT it actually. I'll just take a picture of like the packets or something and say, help me bet on this. All right, let me just make sure these are both going here, and then I'm gonna show like I probably won't be able to have this whole feature. Might run into him. Had someone in our family run into him. That was just kind of cool. He was super cool. We got a picture with him. It was awesome. All right. All right, cool. So now we can select our characters. We'll take Gilly Mail. Sweet. Character selection works. Character selection works. Sick. Return to menu. Settings. Which one do we like? Let's make sure this all works. Like this dude. Cool. Alright, we got characters. Alright, character doesn't work. Sweet. Change look good. Merge. Actually, one thing I want to do, because this is going to build out probably pretty quickly for a settings menu. That's fine for now. Whatever. As we introduce more stuff, we will move it. Okay, check the bombshell, dude. Still working on the scenes. This is my favorite character so far. Got this in my asset pack, but kind of fits our art style. Okay. Change the good, merge to main, and push main. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do for marketing. Here's the idea. I'm going to use myself as the first client. Pull up Screen Charm. So you can have the Back to the Future album like I wish. Alright, I don't know if you guys, this might crush my machine. So bear with me for a second. Yeah, damn. Alright, not going to work. Never mind. Not going to work. Let's see. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys? Alright, yeah. So we're not going to do that because it'll destroy the machine. Let me get out of this too, just end the collaboration. I might have to refresh this here. Let's see, properties. Cam is frozen. Yeah, that was probably a bad call to do that. But we're basically going to use something called Screen Charm. We're going to go to the person's website, quickly capture like a short video of them and their site, and then we're going to... Okay, we're back. We're back. I just started working on here. Should be up in a second. We're good now? Alright, I can't do that on stream. I kind of thought that would happen. But there's a software called... We're still back, baby. We're still back. There's a software called Screen Charm. And it's working really well. Basically, it puts me in the bottom left-hand corner. You can see my little cursor, and I can click on things, and it'll zoom in and make it cool. And so basically going to record a short video of myself going to people's sites and their X accounts and just like doing an audit almost on their marketing material and saying, hey, like, I noticed you're building this. I don't see a lot of content on it. We'd love to help. Here's something we built just for you. We'd love your thoughts. Let us know if you're interested. So yeah, we're going to get that kind of like a repeatable system. So right now we are improving that system. And kind of putting a little boilerplate video URL at the top here. So we're doing work in pursuit of marketing. And we're working on that right now. All right. And then we're also getting this cleaned up a bit. We got character selection working, which I'm pretty fired up about. Okay, that works. Okay, let's see. All right. Sweet. So character selection now works. All right, we're good. Okay. Make it show an image of them that shows them what looks like a screenshot of follow them. I'm following you. Yeah. I'm gonna plan to do exactly that, literally. And it's funny, yeah, just like all these X connections and people I've been connecting with and so forth have been good. One other thing I'll show you guys too, and again, I am grossly overdue for some of these because cheese. Okay, I just got 1,300 followers, and now I got to make product videos for 38 people using Screen Charm. So here's an example of Screen Charm. I won't actually play the audio. It's just me talking over it, but just to celebrate my 1,300 followers and my Twitch followers, I basically just made a short video. But this is Screen Charm. Not affiliate anyway, just a useful tool. So I imagine this basically reviewing someone's marketing page. That's essentially what we're going for there. And I need to review a bunch of other people's products. So I'm hoping that, me just being helpful and like honestly wanting to give like real feedback to people, maybe someone will return the favor for me, and we'll see. But that's the strategy right now. I got a ton of videos to make though, so I'm gonna be doing that probably a good portion of the day. All right, let's see. Let's head back to work locally. Okay. All right. One last fun thing for the stream. One last fun thing, and this would be a crazy one shot if we can do this. Let's see. You guys want to see if it'll do this? I want to add the ability for AI mechs basically to be in the game and battle each other. Make them the same model that we have right now for the little mech that I get into as a player. But I want to add just 2 mechs right now, similar to kind of AI systems that we have for the enemies. But I want to add that in the game. And I basically want one bot to be named... I'm going to have like 4-letter sort of like tag identifiers. One will be like kind of like the Allied faction, one will be the Axis faction, whatever. We're still got to figure out what that looks like. But in pursuit of doing so, I want the mechs to prioritize on shooting each other in the game. So make like a basic rudimentary AI system for that. Again, make it work in a similar way. They should attack the player as well, but the mechs should also battle each other. And I'm going to give you a 4-letter tag that I want you to replace one of the ARM assets on, and then like make this AI tag really big. Later, Zulex. Appreciate you. Take care, man. Enjoy your time at the beach. And thank you, man. We will. We'll talk to you guys back on Thursday when I'm back. Make this. Then make this tag very large on the arm of the mech. The tags are as follows. Let's see, what's a good pro tag for you? Let's just see, or do we do... That's good, right? So yeah, so again, we want a system for this that basically enables mechs to kind of interact more with the game worlds. Mechs are going to be a big part of the game, so I want to get a basic mech system going for AI mechs and have these 2 mechs battle each other, battle the players, belt and whatnot. In terms of the interaction, make them just behave like another kind of enemy AI, I suppose. But just make it so the mechs, for now at least, will also battle each other. We gotta figure out kind of like, again, the system for like Team A and Team B. But right now, just make their behavior so that the mechs will prioritize on battling each other when they're in the game world. This is a wicked prompt. This is a wicked prompt. Put it in play mode. I know Akira's still here, but we're getting the Akira and Talented boss to fight each other. Sheesh, I had 100% usage remaining and did 2 prompts on Soul and I'm out. Just used 4 resets. Wow. Just 2 on Soul? What was your effort level? Also, which tier are you on? Are you on the 10x or 20x? Mine has been okay so far. But again, we're gonna get the resets in 24 hours, so you might as well let it rip. Ultra? Yeah, Ultra really rips into those tokens, like big time. And this prompt I just give probably make more sense to be on Ultra, honestly, but there's no way it would finish on stream, and it probably won't either, honestly. It's probably gonna take a good 30 minutes to get all this going, so we'll see. But yeah, so my vision for this game is basically like, both players, AI mechs battling each other, player controlled mechs. See how it goes. Pro 20 times playing. Wow, really? I have heard that is quite common actually. On X at least, for people running on Soul on Ultra. But yeah, save those reasons for a reason. That's probably half the reason they also banked they banked the resource people, because they knew that people would be ripping through them. My next one expires in a day, so I gotta use this reset today anyway, so. This is gonna take a long time. This is a quite a hefty prompt here. So we got this one going for launch loop. We're doing mech AI factions. And we're working on marketing support for launch loop. When both AMX are live, how should the player? Yeah, like that mech first. Go ignore them for now. This got done pretty quickly. All right. Oh, I thought I was logged in locally. I guess not. All right, this is not what I wanted. Let's take a look. Settings. Oops, I mean admin. Where is... I'm not an admin on here. I should be. I forgot to make myself an admin locally. Make myself an admin locally and smoke test this. Let's see. Yeah, so I for some reason, so basically we maintain admin locally, and I have to get that going here. Let's see. Open the app. Okay, we're still admin here. Just gotta do it locally. Alright, we're working on getting Max battling each other in Black Relay, and we're working on updating the marketing stuff locally, but we need to make ourselves an admin to do so. Let's see. Let's see. Did I not do open app? It should be my email. Maybe just for the testing here. Let's see. Localhost. Let me just try. Just try log out quick. Log out. And let me log in with my actual email. I think that might be the issue here. I think somehow introduced a bug here as well. I'm gonna take a look at. Yes, there's a pretty critical bug here for some reason. Take a look at that right after. Let's see. I just signed in with my email, and I am seeing that just to see if that had the admin rights there, but it still doesn't. So yeah, I'm on an account basically that has both my email and GitHub. Not my X account connected though. So go ahead and take those changes required to get myself to be admin locally. Yeah, Ultra's no good for tokens. Yeah, Ultra really rips through them pretty good. I think it's because they just spin up a lot of sub agents. And I remember Claude had the same issue. Basically, Claude would end up updating a pretty significant, or spinning up a pretty sizable amount of sub agents. It's probably similar. Okay, let's get mechs going. Let's get mech battles going. Okay, here's the picture-in-picture stuff I was referring to. So on the bottom, in the right corner here, basically, my understanding is this is what the agent sees, basically. So this is trying to basically go in and test the prospect stuff right now. Let's see, is that actually, yeah, this is actually testing the prospect stuff, which is cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, this is sick. So this little pet though, the pet just kind of gets in the way for me. But yeah, this is like agent view, so you can see what Kodak's doing on computer view right here in this picture-in-picture. Pretty sick. Did I hear about Meta's new policy? I did not. What is Meta's new policy? You can copy and use Instagram for AI generated content from any user unless you opt out. Oh, yes. Yep. That was as of like yesterday, the day before, right? That's like pretty new. Yeah, so you basically, it's on by default and you got to opt out. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, yeah, it's companies are either like basically fully, I mean, it's tricky, right? Like how do you make a platform that still rewards like authentic content? I don't know. I don't know. Like I think X, did an okay job where basically if something is AI generated, there's a content disclosure. So like if I generate like a ChatGPT generated image and then I upload it directly to X, it'll figure out, okay, this is AI generated, puts a little disclosure. Totally fine with that. Does Instagram have that same notion? If something is AI generated, does it have you basically a little like disclosure or notice that says that? Curious. I don't really. I have an Instagram, but I don't really use it for my pep tech. But celebs sniping and bad actors with phishing identity theft was going to be 100 higher than this. Yeah, that was kind of my concern as well. People are going to basically fake who they are. I think that's, yeah. There has to be some kind of disclosure, I think, and it has to be like as soon as you see the content, right? So like as you scroll into the video, it's like there should be an overlay modal, not modal, but just an over that says, even if it's subtle at the bottom, even like a toast, something has to be up front saying this is AI generated content. I think otherwise people are going to get fooled. People are going to get scammed. I hope that there is some level of that. If there's not, I think that needs to be addressed. I'd even argue for X, it needs to be more prominent. Here, I'll show you guys. Like, for example, I just did this, like, whatever. Just bullshit tweet. Made with AI, right? Made with AI. Like, that's important. That this to me needs to be larger, even at the top somewhere. There has to be some level of making it really clear what's AI generated and what's not. I don't necessarily have any problems with AI generated content. I mean, we're making AI generated content on our platform, literally. That is what our app is going to be doing, right? So I got no qualms. But I think it needs to be disclosed very clearly. I'm afraid of Taylor Swift AI generated person sliding my DMs. Yeah, it's like we're in tech and we're on top of this stuff, right? But imagine people that aren't. Imagine, I don't know. There's the age of the grandma and grandpa getting got by like a scam salesman in their retirement home. That is now, there's now a new meme where it's like AI generated scams, right? And they're very sophisticated and they're new and they're ripe, which is even more concerning. So like those scams, people that probably haven't even been employed yet. I think there's a lot of problems, so we're gonna have to figure out when it comes to that kind of stuff. All right, let's see. All right, we're fixing some stuff locally here. Okay, we are getting this updated for our marketing efforts. And we gotta get going in like 3 minutes here actually instead of 9, so we gotta get going pretty soon here. But I think we made a lot of really good progress. We are pretty actively chipping away at getting this. We have one user in the free trial, guys. We have one user on the free trial. They may or may not cancel their free trial before it gets hit. But finally, if you got one in the free trial, see what we can do to get to convert. And Brent's got his markdown assets working really well for really understanding, what your product and voice is. I've been hammering home on the content library and content schedule, and now we just got to get it automated. And that's going to kind of be the thing I think that gets us through the door and into MRR world. So we're getting close, getting really close. I know we probably say that every stream, but every stream we get closer, which is a good thing. You always want to be kind of making forward progress. So we're going to start to hammer home the marketing efforts. We're making features now in pursuit of marketing. And then we're going to get this organic X strategy going. I'll be out next week, so when I get back. And we're going to see if we can get our first set of people on the free trial, get their feedback, see what works, see what doesn't. And I don't know, I'm feeling really good about it. I'm feeling really good. I think our product kind of started, as the commits to content. It's sort of evolved over time, which I think is really cool too. And yeah, it's like now it's like the all-in-one marketing automation tool I think is awesome. So we're getting close, guys. We're getting close. Thank you guys for being along the journey. All the feedback you've given us. Again, worth noting, all the feedback that we got from this stream is now written in stone for us. We have so many things to work on, so we just got to honestly weigh what we need to prioritize on. But all user feedback today is written in stone for user feedback. So appreciate you guys as always joining. Unfortunately, talented, we're not going to be able to get, and Ikira, if you're still here, we're not going to get the mech AI factions going by the time the stream ends. But I'll post in the Discord if I get something going. I'll put like a little video of you guys doing mech AI battles if I can get this working at some point today. So, but yeah, guys, thank you as always for being here. We are going to take a look at who we want to raid today. Again, I'll be off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. I'll be back on Thursday. Let's see. We got Dylan. We raid base code so much, but he's making such cool stuff, so I really don't feel bad about raiding him every time. But does anyone have any suggestions, guys, on people we want to raid today? Take a look at the stream manager. Let me pause this quick. Take a look at the raid channel. Let's see. As always, guys, we're checking out Codex. No Codex. Checking out Claude. Always got a few Claudes. This guy just is constantly looping and never actually there. So we've learned that about it, and there's not. Alright. So don't have any suggestions for raids today, guys. Otherwise, we're just gonna hit base code like we always do. I feel bad. I never want to be promoted there, but he's always asking what we're doing. So I was gonna say, I'm sure I'll pull it up because he's just a nice guy and does that. But yeah, guys, I think all right, we're gonna hit up base code unless anyone has any other last minute suggestions. He's always ripping on something. I'd be curious on his thoughts on 5.6 as well. So we'll see what he thinks. Raid channel, search filter, and we're gonna hit up base code. All right, guys. Happy Friday. Thank you guys as always for being here, and we will talk to you guys. We're back on Thursday. Brent will still be going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think. But yeah, guys, we'll talk to you guys on Thursday. Make it back. Enjoy your weekends and enjoy base code, guys. Take care.